That'd make a... Yeah. You actually want to have...
It's
turns out that, pressing the record button is important when you want to have archival evidence of the things that you've done with the dumb people on the internet.
Chrono says he hears y'all, and he wouldn't want to peer at y'all in the shower.
That's okay. I wouldn't want to peer at him in the shower either. It'd be awkward for one. I could never host a podcast with the dude again. That's for sure. Um, so, but we've got Boner, and we've got SorataYuy, Sarita, Sarang,
Pat Morita.
Pat Morita.
Ah,
He's back from
yes.
the grave.
You're back from the grave. How's it going?
Yeah. Um, PC.
PC.
Because I keep losing pieces, damn it.
Okay. Are you guys ready for some goddamn Chrono Trigger?
Hell yes.
Because tonight, I don't know if you guys heard, but we're gonna be doing basically every side quest up until the Black Omen side quest, which is the big final dungeon of the game. But we're gonna be doing everything up until then.
John says Polly's softer than Boner, and he would know.
Whoa, he's got a point. I am kind of naturally soft, but it's because lotions and other girly.
And Fresno's having a hard time
Oh dear God.
hearing you. It's that he's having difficulty with the audio levels.
He's having difficulty with the audio levels. What kind of audio level difficulty?
You are louder. All innuendo aside, you are louder than the rest of us.
How am I louder than the rest of you? That is
Mhm.
not what OBS is telling me.
Maybe it's a weird pre-processing thing with Skype.
It might be. Because I haven't changed any levels or anything.
It's Microsoft. It's count on it for surprise.
Okay, I'm quieter.
Not working well.
I'm quieter than the guests. Let me see. This is why we should probably do these things.
Oh, you're still on 7?
Yeah, let's see here. Oh,
Polly, you're still on Windows 7?
yes, of course.
Good
Oh, no.
decision.
No, I was just curious. I mean, I just upgraded to 10 this last week, and been pretty damn good so far.
Right. Okay, now everything looks kind of about the same. And I'm gonna say that that's good. How's everything? How's everything looking and sounding now? Are we good? Have we stopped crying in the chat, saying that questioning my audio proficiency? All right, that's good. All right, good. So now we can do what we came to do here, and we came to, I guess, play a goddamn video game, and that's what we're gonna do after all this hemming and hawing around. What do you guys say?
Works for me.
So, like I said, we've got a bunch of side quests that need taken care of, and most of them, I think all of them are tied to characters. So if we talk to Grims, she's very happy, and she's got a side quest associated with her being happy. Or I might have done this already and talked to everybody where they showed you where their side quests begin. Let's see, like there's like, oh look, it's the Sun Keep. That's awesome. And all of that. And we could talk to Hutch, and he's still very upset that he doesn't have a belly button.
He wishes a lady would weep for him, but he's such a nice guy, and they only go for the jerks.
Nice guys finish last. And
Well, yeah, it's selfish to do otherwise.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey,
I didn't know I was coming here for this kind of stream.
I'm serious. I can't believe guys have never figured that one out. It's just such a natural line.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull our good. Well, we're gonna go somewhere because I know where we need to go first. Well, we're gonna board the old Tupac, and we're gonna get this little shindig started. Got to throw a rocky start, but I think that we're good now.
We're still in world record pace.
Yes, obviously, yeah.
It's going swimmingly.
Swimmingly. We're gonna head all the way back to 65 a million majillion before Chrono.
Back then, the Tupac had a hole in the floor. You had to power it through a Flintstones type feet motion.
Mm-hmm. And nice little thing up here. It's not really a side quest, even though the game kind of indicates that it is. But if you go up here to the Laruba Ruins, there's now a new kind of hanging out here. For whatever reason. And he's mad because we're destroying his slumber. And but the thing is, it's just like, oh look, you can change character names from this guy, which is good because we should have done this from the get-go for our good buddy.
Jono.
Jono. He's like a bad U2 knockoff.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I didn't think you would. But he also gives us Precious Stone, which is a silver rock, which is another one of those fancy triple tech kind of dealies that can only be. That was lovely. Thanks for that. So yeah, we've got a new triple tech thingy we can do. And we're also gonna run over here, and we're gonna talk to Trader Joe again. This is the last time in the game we can do it, but if you bring him 10 of each petal, fang, horn, and feather,
He gives you $2 wine.
Damn, you're good at this. Well, and he gives us a ruby armor, which is great because that absorbs 80% of fire damage. I only have...
And until you hit New Game Plus, there are certain enemies that will brutalize you with fire attacks.
There can be.
So, well, I'm mostly thinking one of the side quests. I remember the first time I tried it without ruby armor.
Well, I believe I know where we're headed, actually. We're headed off to our already second major side quest. How about that? We're already cruising along. This isn't gonna take. It's gonna be over in an hour. Probably not.
Eric's joystick, twitch.tv/Eric's joystick said, did the Uzi staircase scene happen?
Yes, the Uzi staircase scene happened. What are you people talking about?
You've got the crowd's undivided attention. Raccalini Ray is working on a thing. I'm assuming it's a Perler. Chronomaniac's playing Dracula X, which is a bad game.
So basically, everybody totally wants to fucking be here right now.
Oh,
Fresno's
totally.
watching the worst Arnold movie directed by James Cameron.
Anybody else have things that they're doing like that? Anybody else want to share and let us know what you would rather be doing than watching this shitty stream, I guess.
I'm sipping on a Smith & Forge hard cider. I guess it's just a cider.
I'm sipping
honestly
on Tanqueray with my mind on my money and my mouth on the ganja. You know what I mean?
Is there an APC Ray? Maybe an aircraft carrier Ray?
Probably.
I don't. That was a stretch.
So basically, I believe what SorataYuy was talking about is the quest that we're about to go on right now, which is a boss fight that is entirely random, and it is basically just a big freaking
Gimmick fight.
yeah, it's a gimmick fight. It's not super fun. I'm probably being really dumb by not bringing a healer, which, I probably should, but fuck it.
Does Magus have Black Hole?
No.
Oh. It actually works on his flames.
What a rude question.
Yes, I know. I've got Magic Wall. That's about all I've got with him so far, but we only got him last episode, so...
Okay. That'd be fine.
So, yeah. Wait a minute. I think I went to the wrong place already, didn't I? Is this like the Sun Keep, or... Wait. Okay.
The sun doesn't... Wait.
Yeah, you have to go to the Sun Palace, which is like south.
All right. We're
South,
off to a great start already. Just this wonderful... It's going great.
There's shades of Secret of Mana 3 swimming around lost on the giant turtle in Mode 7.
Yeah. Okay. Because I know like the Sun Keep is up at the northeast, and I think that the other one is down here.
Let's see. Fresno says time to fight Hollow Solaire, which I was gonna make a Dark Souls joke, but he went up to me preemptively, so thanks for that. Good job.
Good job.
Get back to your Jamie Lee Curtis dance where she tells you about yogurt that helps you shit.
Boom, motherfucker. So basically, the gimmick of this boss fight is you attack the 5 flames. One of the flames will do damage. All of the others will counterattack. It's really dumb. And it's basically process of elimination, and then he will at random just start moving them around again. And we found the correct one in pretty decent amount of time. So I think it only takes 10 or 12 hits to actually finish this fight.
About that, yeah. And you can kind of track it, you just have to be paying hella close attention to the flame.
I always thought it was just random.
It sort of is, but, you know, like I said, if you're watching it closely enough, you can follow it. I used to mostly be able to follow where it ended up.
I'll try that, and I'll fail miserably, but I will try that.
I was pretty good at picking out the shell game cards in Persona 3 or 4.
Yeah, those are a lot more doable. All right, I lost it. I'm gonna say bottom left. Why not? And we're not worried about flare because it's going to heal us mostly. And if we feel like it, we'll just drop away.
Somebody running an old-timey cash register.
No, that was my iPod telling me I have a message on Messenger.
I thought it was you slurping a big old thing of soup. This attack kind of hurts. But other than that, this guy really can't kill us. Oh my god, I've missed every single time.
You heard her say that, everyone. This can't kill us, so if we game over here...
If we game over here,
totally
stream's over. Stream's over.
Hacks.
So it was the same damn one as last time. Let's try bottom right again.
And they really got lazy with the design of this boss. It's just like a wiffle ball with a freaky eye that's colored poop brown.
And then they get even lazier. And don't we have it? We face him again in the Omen anyway.
I think so, yeah, but it's just like it's a couple of eyeballs, and they don't really hurt you all that much. It's mostly just like those are the fights that are there because hey, you probably need some more tech points, don't you?
Yeah. And they decided they needed another rubble type enemy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's not the eyes that are hard to hit; it's the damn mini eyes.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah. So let's just try bottom left again.
Every day I'm roulette shuffling.
And it wasn't it.
That doesn't matter anyway. He's dying now as it is.
Yeah.
Freezing Inferno has the urge to live blog the movie. Even if it is in the chat for a video game related stream, I'm sure that would still be a takedown by Twitch policy.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Boner why? Everybody asks Boner why, but nobody ever asks how's Boner.
What about Boner when?
After
Boner
the
where?
yoga and my prescription being refilled.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so now we've got our fancy little sunstone.
Praise it!
Praise that shit! No, we got a moonstone. Never mind. I'm dumb. We have to make the sunstone, but we can only make the sunstone by placing the moonstone. By placing the moonstone somewhere where it could get a lot of light for a bunch of a million bajillion years. Now, where do you think we would have 100 bajillion billion years hanging around?
Well, it has to be night sometime, so I would guess space. Like
Nailed it.
Direct orbit.
We're going to direct orbit of 65 majillion billion BC.
Gonna find a rail cannon and shoot that sucker into space.
These are much better ideas than the ideas that the game offers me. I must say. I hate this map so much.
Yeah, 65 million was just not well designed.
Wait, so does the continent change? Like, is it just arbitrary because what you're seeing in the game isn't the whole world map, or are they, and I'm probably giving them too much credit, having like some Pangea-esque continental drift here?
Pangea, yeah. It changes somewhat
What about
600.
Pangea?
Ooh. Listen to you getting all fancy. So, alright, we've placed that little guy, and let's go have a look in the Dark Ages. See how it's charged up. It's had a little while. It's had at least 12,000 years to get going. And it's still hanging out. It's getting some sunlight. It's getting some rays. It's chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool.
But where can we get some Sheenas?
Where can we?
Probably back in the jungle dinosaur time. Let's just
We could head
let's
back
just
there.
end the game there.
Yes. Like
Let's
the final.
get the
We'll just.
let's get the Super Mario Brothers the movie ending.
I can go with that. We can go with that. And there's
With
a little,
Ozzy Slash and Flea getting a movie deal.
a secret
Oh,
power
God.
tab, a secret little power tab that was just kind of hanging out for whatever reason, but we're still doing good. It's still charging up. Still doing good. Heading on over to 1,000. Surely it's got enough power by now. Uh-oh.
Oops.
Oh no. This is a... Well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Swiper, no swiping.
I'd swipe right for you, Boner.
Swipe that ass.
Yeah, baby! You know how it's doing. Boner's my baby. Alright. So, somebody has already made off with this very bright stone that we've been hanging out with. Hey, Black Omen, how's it going?
Why does it have googly eyes?
I don't know. I kind of like
Though,
that.
you know, I never actually thought about it until somebody in the Chrono Trigger DS LP put up an image. That's actually like a Star Destroyer design.
Yes.
Yeah, I never noticed that until somebody put up fan art of it from the side, and it's like, holy shit, I've been playing this game for how long, and I never noticed that?
So, I wonder what could be going on here. Surely somebody knows something about this.
Children are slipping away from us, listening to Linkin Park and smoking them tweeds.
Dad loves money more than he loves me. This is sad.
Oh, great, so this is Donald Trump's house.
Ouch. Ouch! Well, no, Donald Trump said that he would bone his own daughter, so that's not creepy at all, right?
Oh, totally not.
He's, it's the Woody Allen philosophy
Hold
of
on, your dad's
child rearing.
If your dad's greedy, you're gonna think I'm hella greedy, because I'm just gonna take that shelter off your hands.
She's in a house. Why does she have a shelter
Exactly.
sitting?
We're adventuring.
Unless she was going camping, I don't know. And then you've just ruined.
Yeah, it's in case
holiday.
It's in case the kids get lost out in the woods, and the parents don't really want to find them.
So this guy's being a dick and saying he's never heard of the Moonstone, but we know better. But I know how to really fuck this guy's day up. Time travel! We're gonna go back conveniently, because, these guys know what they're doing. They're playing the game for me.
Raccolini Ray says, fatherly love, and then she did the emote of the guy holding in a fart.
Oh,
Kappa, the caption calls it.
well, there you go. So...
Whatever the hell Kappa is.
I thought it was a Japanese turtle duck.
Yeah, and they collect buttholes. I think that's what Rat said. In one of his Toho Let's Plays, there was a Kappa girl, and she collects buttholes.
Buttholes can be a calamari substitute, like fried pork bung.
Exactly. So we gotta go to the snail stop, and we're gonna buy some jerky. Because why not?
And there's a Furby playing piano, or it's probably a player piano that he's pretending to play.
He's pretending. He's too
'Cause they've-
stupid.
Because how many fingers those things have anyway?
No, that's actually Stitch. He's in disguise, and he's, still wandering around before he got his movie made.
So we're basically gonna go back and mess this guy's greediness up, because we're gonna go back to 600. We're gonna take that jerky and we're gonna give it to one of his ancestors, nice and hard. You know what I'm saying?
And give him a little jerky worky.
Yeah. Who wants some jerky worky? This lady wants some jerky worky, as it turns out. Look how excited she is for this jerky worky.
I like the way you jerk it.
No jiggity. I'm about to jack it up.
Now, what I like when I first played this game, I was confused by her question because that first bit, "Will you sell it for 10,000?" The way they have it worded, you don't realize at first she's asking, "Will you sell it to me for 10,000?"
Right.
So
you know
that
what?
was
I'm just
I did
gonna
better.
give it to her. Yeah. Look how excited she is for me to give it to her.
Is she excited or horrified? Because they kind of use the same sprite for many reactions.
We're gonna say it's excited because it's me.
He just walked in and whipped out some jerky in front of her kids and elderly father over there, and I don't see a family dog. I'm assuming they turned it into jerky.
They had to, because they're poor.
Her
Poor
quest
pe-
for jerky
poor pe-
is insatiable.
Poor people eat dogs. That's basically, haven't you learned that?
I'm sure there's a Dead Kennedy song related to that.
There might be. I'm not uber familiar with the Dead Kennedys discography, unfortunately.
I could be thinking about any random punk band. I'm sure there's some band that has a song called "Eat Your Dog."
And now she's all, "Hey, I wish my husband were a little less generous." And I was just like, "Oh, hey, you want my moonstone? Sure, go ahead and take it, random stranger that came by asking for it."
You want my D? Well, I guess if you insist.
He gave
So we
me-
turned him into Warren Buffett.
Ew. Now let's see if girly girl up here is as sad as she was. No, he's not cool.
I'm a child. I have no concept of monetary wealth.
Alright, so now we gotta go do the good thing and put this dumb stone back where it belongs, and hopefully everybody will leave it the F alone in the time intervening.
Taylor says the Dead Kennedys have a song called "The Man with the Dogs." I'm assuming it refers to Cesar the Dog Whisperer, even though he got famous much after the Dead Kennedys' spat of relevance.
Hey, speaking of side quests, have you hit up the Blue Pyramid yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the swallow. Yep, we're gonna leave that guy here, and now we're gonna come back and hope nothing's changed.
I certainly wouldn't have been the kind of person to have found all this crap on my own, just saying.
It's not really that hard to figure out, because they do give you enough clues as to, and the world maps are really small enough to where you won't have to do a lot of searching if you have to do some blind searching around, so it's not too bad. It's not too terrible.
I guess that's
just
fair
a matter
enough.
of getting the right era most of the time.
It's not as obtuse as some of the side quests in Dark Souls.
Oh god. Those are just like, hey, complete random obtuse nonsense.
Like, the Onion Knight and his daughter, I think I progressed a good deal into that, but then it never finished by the time I finished the game, and I was like, okay, either something was supposed to happen, or it's just like, well, forget those two.
Yeah, this is not as bad as, say, the Final Fantasy VII Chocobo side quest.
Oh, that's a bunch of nonsense.
Which is a shame, because Chocobo racing is fun as hell.
Not really. You just hold the top 4 shoulder buttons and navigate a little bit, and you're done. It's not that hard to win Chocobo races in Final Fantasy VII.
I'd prefer snowboarding.
Yeah, snowboarding's pretty rad.
I once accidentally maxed out the game clock on snowboarding.
Wow.
Eric's joystick.twitch.tv.showerdump.org says Dank Souls has side quests? Question mark.
And then we got the Wonder Shot, which is one of the worst and best weapons in the game, because every time it fires, it does completely random damage.
Yes and no. It's all based on the game clock,
That too.
which is why it is worst and best.
Yes.
Because you need to know the fucking formula.
It's like the beat timer in Phantasy Star Online with the Heaven
The
Striker.
Heaven's Punisher, yeah.
Thing.
It used to be like, what was it, like 200, 400, 600, and 800. It would fire beams from like the top of the screen.
So I didn't know that the concept of beats was actually like a new time-telling concept that Swatch tried to introduce toward the turn of the millennium called Internet Time.
Yeah.
They sold a watch that was based on it. Of course, no one bought it.
No. I thought it was a neat concept. So yeah, Wonder Shot. I'm gonna equip it for whatever reason because I'm not gonna be using her for physically attacking pretty much anything from here on. I don't believe.
Except
Yeah,
my
that's
heart.
the big thing about her and Marley. It's like their physicals really don't matter.
No, not at all.
They should not be mattering with those two.
No. So what we're gonna do now is, what was I gonna do? Yeah. Need to start getting Grims. No, wait, no, we need to get Frog in the party. Control! Listen to me and do what I'm telling you to do. Alright, there we go. There we go. I need to bump you up front. So we're gonna put Hutch in the party for a while. Because we gotta go do something with him. And we'll have a look at a couple of things, I guess, while we're here. And the 1000s.
And while we're at it, why don't we take him back into the mountains in 600s for a minute?
Because I can't do that just yet.
Okay.
I have to do that after.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's true.
I'm pretty sure
That's
I
what's
already...
annoying, too, is... Because I had the old Nintendo Power Guidebook.
I still got that.
Yeah, they didn't tell you. You had to wait until after a specific side quest.
Yeah.
So there I keep standing there getting beamed by rocks for about 5 minutes. Like, what?
Yeah, that's something I tended to overlook in a lot of replays myself. Is like, why am I not getting it? Why am I not getting it? Why am I not getting it? So
And then sometimes wasn't it based on like where he was standing when you caught it? Like I found it worked better when he was closer to the top of that little area.
I honestly don't remember, and I'm probably only going to try it 2 or 3 times. Because I'm not really all that worried about 100%ing the game other than the side quests. So, right now we've got this building here that was not here before, I don't think.
Rockalini Ray asks, are you getting Hutch a belly button?
Yes, that is what this next side quest is going to be for. We're going to get Hutch a belly button finally. But if we come in here, it's like, oh hey, grrr. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't have done that. I can't run away. I'm probably gonna die.
Cyrus has gone hollow.
Yes. I probably did a thing I wasn't supposed to do.
So now we can't 100%, and everybody's going to take all their Médecins Sans Frontières donations away.
Yes.
We're going to eat the animals. They've been barbecued long since.
Yeah, I don't remember how to make this fight stop. Because I can't run away from it.
It stops on its own eventually, as I recall.
I hope so.
I did actually try that once, and it just kind of stopped after a couple rounds.
There we go. Yeah, it does stop.
Glenn Danzig?
Glenn Danzig. I was just about to say the same thing. You fucker.
Sure you were.
And now he's just gonna be all angry pants over there. But yeah, we need to be here, but we need to not be here at this point in time. Because we gotta do a few things first.
Where are we? Or better yet, when are we?
You cad, you.
If you want to get compassionate, how are we? If we're philosophical, why are we?
This is getting way too existential for my pants. This guy lost his favorite rock band, and now he can't get any work done.
Why don't you go post on your live journal about it there, buddy?
There you go. So we're gonna go hop back again to 1000. We'll do some hanging out. we're just gonna stop by, poke our head in, and say, hey, give us an item we need to continue along this this path that we have chosen.
Fresno says Glenn Danzig, the protagonist of Final Fantasy III. Yes, along with John B, Dr. Avalanche, and I forget the other one.
This lady's great. She's just gonna be like, no. She's
Oh
not.
yeah, Nivek Ogre, aka Kevin Ogilvy.
There you go.
Oh, and Raquelini Ray says, go to your room, Bpwner.
I am in my room. Thank you very much.
This guy just can't get enough soda pop. He is ecstatic about all the soda.
We're cutting him off. He's gonna get diabetes from all that soda.
You've had enough soda, Cal. Go to your room.
Nivek, that was the fourth guy. That you couldn't remember, Boner?
Yeah, I remembered.
So this lady is just angry at her husband always drinking soda pop.
Maybe he's playing bad dudes and cola gives him health.
There you go.
Well, can
Why
you
would anyone
blame
play
her?
bad dudes?
Can you blame her? He's got a triggered early onset diabetes in his life by this point.
Mention tooth decay. Unless he drinks with a straw.
And if
And
he's
now-
got
and now-
psoriasis, that's got to make it so much worse.
And now we just got one of everybody in Twitch chat.
Raquelini Ray says, dude, I didn't know Soda Popinski was a time traveler.
If he hit you hard enough, you would be time traveling.
You'd be in a coma and then you'd time travel into the future.
Yeah. You would time travel to a point to when you were dead, unfortunately. Because that's kind of how comas work.
Mm.
Usually don't come out of those all that well.
You do in movies.
Yeah, but...
TV miniseries.
After school special, maybe?
Comic books.
He smoked himself on all of the marijuana into a marijuana coma. Hey,
It turned out he just ended up in an episode of Doctor Who.
Oh, God, no.
It turns out he
Linda,
just
your
ended up in
buddy.
an episode of Steven Universe.
I'll take that.
You can have it.
Yeah, I know I can.
You can have it all night long.
Yes, I can, baby.
Marathon that shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where's the residence I'm looking for? There it is, probably. And now this guy's gonna start cleaning up the building that we were just in, where Cyrus was very angry. But he can't go. He can't keep going yet, though. He's,
You made me very angry. You stole my Illudium PU-36 space modulator.
That's exactly what Cyrus sounds like, too.
Weird. If this game had voice acting,
Dude, it'd be crazy good, wouldn't it?
if the deal with Sony didn't fall through for the PlayStation Super NES CD-based system, and they didn't license out crap games to the Philips CDI.
Boom.
Luigi, there's the mention. Lots of spaghetti.
Wow. So now we're gonna be clearing this place out, but he can't keep cleaning the place up until we clear out all of the miggity monsters, the miggity monsters.
Maybe he'd pop out a few more kids and they'd get off their lazy asses and, basically be child labor for the dude.
That's how I feel about it. But we brought Root along because fire is good, and we've got good old Sayara there for more fire if needed. And we're just gonna let Hutch stand there, because that's what he does. I mean, he's Hutch. Don't have much use for him.
Somehow I don't see skeletons being susceptible to fire. I mean, Scorpion was a skeleton and he breathed fire. Wouldn't think fire
He
would...
conquered his fear, dog.
That game has a plot, what?
I don't know if that's why he can breathe fire or not. Sayara learned Magic Wall.
Or as I like to call him, Sayra.
Sayra.
Sayra Palin.
Aw, that's so cute. You should keep doing that.
And what?
You should keep calling him Sayra Palin.
Sorry, the grr was because Skype keeps being a bastard to me.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Raquel says calling CDI Zelda crap is fighting words because apparently anything in the Zelda franchise can do no wrong. I'm just going to leave that alone.
Sounds like somebody is having a little fangirl episode up in my chat box.
Yeah, we don't really talk about the CDI trilogy.
I don't
They could have been okay.
I don't talk about them because they're not notable in the least. Like, people complain about them being bad, and it's just like, they're just boring, middling games. There's nothing special about them other than that they have the Zelda name attached to them. There's nothing special about them.
Well, they don't talk about it for the gameplay. They talk about it for the gobshite, maybe kind of weird rotoscoped animations, but it really just looks like a Crayola marker acid trip.
Right.
Yeah.
Or it's kind of like that whole Mega Man 8 thing where it's like, ha 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 ha, Dr. Wawi, Dr. Wawi. It's funny every time.
I must look the way that womb.
Jump, jump, slide, slide.
Mega Man 8's good. If anybody disagrees with me, they are wrong. How about
I
that?
have no,
You like
I have
that?
no opinion because I have not played it.
It's pretty good. I heard that there was a review on the SocksMakePeopleSexy.net for it that was pretty full of praise. These guys are bastards because when they die, they will either cast Grudge or MP Buster. Grudge does a lot of damage, and MP Buster, as you may be able to predict, takes all of your magic points. But the good thing is, these guys do not respawn, even if anything else in the area does. There just happens to be 2 or 3 sets of them that are hanging around, so... I think there's like one batch of 4 of them or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be really, really nasty if you're not careful.
John O'Maniac finished Dracula X.
Yay!
As thoroughly as he cares to, so I'm assuming he didn't rescue all the maidens. They died, and it's his fault.
Weren't there only 2 of them in that version anyway?
I don't remember.
The PC Engine version?
No, the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah, it was just Maria and her sister.
Yeah.
Who sadly, we should feel bad for her because nobody can ever remember her fucking name unless they're a total Gasolina nerd.
Annette?
Yes, thank you, Annette.
Boner, did you pull that name out of your ass or did you know it?
I could have gone either way. ¿Por qué no los dos?
Porque no los dos. Good job. We're not going to pick up any of the treasures in here at all yet because for normal boxes we can get double of what's in them, and for the black treasure boxes that we'll be running into, those have a couple of really great things in them that we open them here, but we pick them up in the future.
And they get some awesome upgrades.
Yes. I did all of that off because there's like a big point once you power up the medallion earlier in the game to where you can go back and collect all of the magically sealed chests, and I did that off stream because that would have just been boring to watch. So let's see, we get 1 grudge.
What's my mysterious power?
We get nothing else. Wow.
Yeah, I think it's kind of random actually. Just
Yeah,
when because I once got hit by 3 grudges and an MP Buster in a row.
Yeah, it's totally random. But those guys do not respawn, and they drop full ethers if they zap your MP away anyway. So it's not.
And it's not like there's not an inn right about 40 feet away.
Yeah, it's not terrible. So see, I can just go in here and do some sleepy beefy.
Miyu-chan says 20 years. I feel so old. I guess this game is. This game came out in '94.
Yeah,
is that
95? This game is
That's
20
right.
years old today, I think. I want to say, like, I would have, like, I don't know if that's the Japanese release or the U.S. release. I know that I got my U.S. release the day it came out in '94, and I still have my receipt for it, but not handy. So we've got to, like, pay this guy more. He's all happy about that. Yay, go you. Go clear it out even more. That's how side quests work, folks. Repetition.
I gotta say though, one of the biggest weaknesses I think Chrono Trigger's ever had would be that the combat is not hard, or at least challenging.
No,
You know,
there are a few bosses here and there that will knock you around. I know, like, Giga Gaia is kind of like one of those big stopping points for a lot of people when they first play the game, but,
And most of your even challenging bosses are just like, they have a part that heals every other part, and you gotta take that one out first. It's,
Yeah.
You know, as tough as
Yeah.
Phantasy Star 3 Dark Force, which is basically kind of what Giga Gaia is, except he looks more like Phantasy Star 1 Dark Force crossed with Man-Bat.
yes.
Yeah. Yes, today is indeed the 20th anniversary of this game.
Such as like games with Final Fantasy VI that were just like boss gimmick after boss gimmick, and even like the other 16-bit ones. Really, it's kind of a I don't know. I guess at the time you probably could have seen it as a dumbing down, but there are other things that kind of elevated above that, rather than maybe the combat.
Yeah. Because it's not always just about fight, fight, fight. The story is what you come for.
Right.
The world.
Right.
Which is why I know it's probably considered treason, but I liked the dialogue in the DS version best.
I didn't think that there was that, like of all of the Woolsey rewrites, like,
Mhm.
I don't think that Chrono Trigger's DS rewrite strayed all that far from his original script.
Well, not the script, but just the dialogue. Like, you know,
Well, that's his script.
They
That's
made
his
the time
dialogue.
periods. They made all the time periods feel very different in the way everyone spoke,
A bit.
which was something that this game, you know, I didn't realize it later. Like, this version kind of faked that a little.
Other than just Frog, who sounds like a King James Bible.
Ugh. Yeah, Frog is where you can tell he never did more.
Oh, you are breaking up like some kind of crazy over there.
What? We're breaking up? What? But I
Oh,
love you.
it's okay, Boner. I still love you. So now we get his ultimate weapon, which is just a powered-up Masamune.
The Sword of Omens, the He-Man sword, whatever the fuck it was called.
Tower of Grayskull kind of thing going on.
Oh, the guys who streamed it in SGDQ kept saying Massive Mune, and I just
Oh
wanted
my
to
God, that
punch
guy-
my TV.
That guy made me want to punch because every time he pronounced something, it was wrong. And I felt like he was doing it on purpose at some point. Because he
Well-
just kept saying everything completely wrong. I was waiting
Well-
for him to call it the Black Omine.
The Black Ramen.
The Black Ramen. Dude, I could go for some ramen. Like, not shitty top ramen, but like actual ramen. Like the good stuff you would get at a restaurant.
I'm sure they just use top ramen and they jazz it up with, like, other ingredients.
No, dog, those noodles are like way fatter.
What are they, soba noodles?
They
It's
might
technically
be.
not ramen.
They might be. I do like soba noodles as well. I get this easy made soba. I order it every month. They send me like 6 bowls of it.
So I don't know if we've lost Sora Kingdom Hearts.
I think
Hero
we
Yui.
have.
Aw.
Back again.
All right, tag
And he's
team.
auto-tuned.
Yes, good. Tag team back again.
Yeah.
Yeah. He really is auto-tuned now.
Auto-tuned the stream. He's
Let's
climbing
play.
up the windows. He's lighting the people up.
What the hell was that?
Mhm.
What the hell wasn't that?
I gotta tell you though, now I understand more of some of the complaints on Let's Plays about. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello. You're not here, however.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay, am I good? Am I
There
gone?
you go. I hear you now.
Better.
Awesome. I totally understand some of the Let's Play complaints about. Are you there? Oh, good, because Skype was being a bastard earlier.
It keeps doing that. Like, it'll probably keep doing that. Because that's what Skype does. Skype is a little bitch sometimes. So, he didn't, like, fix anything over to the right. So I guess we've got to go give him more of my endless supply of money. But
Is he like the historical society, repair guy?
Probably.
It's like this house is a national landmark, and I have to shoddily hammer particle board to patch the floors.
Oh, Lord. Good game. Good game. Right, guys? Good game. Woo!
See, if Hero Yui has indeed dropped, I really don't know that much about Chrono Trigger to sustain the co-commentary by myself.
Yeah, you do. You know everything about Chrono Trigger. You're kind of the expert.
Yeah, you got to get all the Chaos Emeralds.
Right.
So right now we're in Mystic Cave Zone. And okay, yeah, there was probably not a Chaos Emerald there. You had to have 50 rings to activate it.
And you gotta collect all the star bits, don't forget that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Not take out the items.
Get the Baphomodads.
The Baphomodads. And then, just weird, like, for no reason at all, a weird random encounter just here for no reason at all, other than to be annoying.
Ghosts that horribly clip through the geometry, like in New Londo. New Londo Ruins.
Yes. Speaking of a game everybody would rather be playing than watching this dumb stream.
Especially Hutch.
Yes. I should, like, install it and invade him, like, right now on stream when he's not paying attention.
Yes!
Alright, and more enemies, because that's what enemies do. Oh, yeah, these guys. I don't remember what to do to those guys, though.
Next time I play this game, I'm going to rename Magus to Mages, says Rhett.
That is a Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 reference.
I thought it was just a people not pronouncing the names correctly reference.
No, that's just Rhett being a big old dummy.
So we've got snot monsters here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure these are vulnerable to light.
Kind of like Nickelodeon Gak. You leave it out too long, it's all crusty.
Yeah. I think
they're probably hiding from Nickelodeon Studios here.
This is a good, like, I don't think anybody from Nickelodeon would go into a place like this, so they're probably making a wise decision.
They're gonna get put in an episode of iCarly.
Oh no.
That was a random Nickelodeon show that I'm assuming is current.
I think that was Nickelodeon, or was that,
Disney Channel? I don't know, they all run together.
They all, yeah, it's like they've all got their dumb teenage quote-unquote comedy.
Just a Keyboy fan says, best game ever. I'm assuming a Keyboy fan is somebody who's a fan of Kingdom Hearts, and keys feature quite prominently.
Keyboy.
Cubey.
There you go.
Make a contract with him.
Make a contract. Do not sign that contract. This is bad. Don't do that. Bad things. You'll be a magical girl, and that'll be great. That'll be a great thing to be, but there are repercussions, it turns out.
No.
To making that little deal. Boner, don't sign the contract.
But
Boner, you listen to your Aunt Polly.
Raquel says they don't make iCarly anymore. She would be the expert on preteen programming for babbies on Nickelodeon.
Yes. She still watches that, and she still loves and listens to the Backstreet Boys. They are her one fire, her one desire.
Yeah, see, I gave it years ago when I just realized, like, I'm paying how much a month for what ends up being basically the same week after week.
Right.
And I ended up regretting it because, damn it, I missed it on that.
You keep cutting out. Your Skype is being not very nice to you tonight.
That's okay. We can just pretend he's like voice acting from an NES game or a Commodore 64 game.
Right.
It's like 1K digitized.
I think like the DPCM samples are 1-bit. I recorded a couple for Rhett's game that he's totally still working on and not stalling. Let's see, is that like all the repairs I need to make? Yeah, that's all of them. So now I just need...
You recorded samples for Broken Age?
What?
Uh,
I don't.
you recorded samples for Mighty Number 9?
How are you tying that to Red?
I don't know. Games that don't come out.
Oh.
Or did Broken Age come out? I don't even care.
Broken Age came out. Yeah.
Is it complete?
Yeah, it's complete.
And Mighty Number 9 is supposed to be out next year.
Yeah. Supposedly.
We're following that in time. I can't believe Freedom.
Go ahead.
I can't believe Freedom Planet came out before A Hat in Time.
I know, right? There's... Yeah. I thought there was a tab there. So now basically I'm coming back to the future to grab, like, the upgraded chests for the items that I unlocked in the past. Just since I'm cool, I'm a cool future traveler.
Maybe the guy who's in charge of repairing this castle should open up Kickstarter, and only $750,000 more toward his stretch goal of getting a roof over the thing so it doesn't leak when it rains.
So we got the Nova armor upgraded to Moon armor. Nova armor is really good because it protects against status effects. I'm not sure if Moon armor has that same property or not.
It does not.
Okay.
Which is why you want the full set of 6 prism helms eventually.
That's what I'll be getting. Alright, so we've got the Kali Blade leveled up to the Shiva Edge.
These are mythological figures. We put them in Japanese games because we think they look cool.
And I think that's a really weird way of spelling Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Valkyrie!
But that would be Miss Grims's best weapon, I believe.
Yep.
And since we got
at least until the remake.
Yeah. And then they went crazy with like the bonus dungeon stuff at the end. I never bothered with any of it. Who was the final boss of that anyway?
The Dream Devourer.
Tell me it was Dalton.
He was in one of them.
Oh, that's
Timothy Dalton.
They made him so much a better boss in the Dimensional Vortex.
That's really cool. I was hoping that he would be like the final boss of those weirded out, crazy, like the side quest stuff that they put in at the end of the game that felt like ROM hack crap.
I didn't play the DS remake of Chrono Trigger. I played the GBA version of Final Fantasy VI, and I got to the Dragon Cave, and I was like, yeah, this is stupid.
Yeah, fuck
I'm
that
not doing
nonsense.
this.
That nonsense. Like, I think the only extra thing I did in Final Fantasy VI Advance was I got Giant Cactuar. And that was a pain in the ass to do because he runs away.
Oh, dude, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, one of the sad thing is the stuff that you said felt like ROM hack.
Yeah,
it's actually better than what you can access much earlier in the game once you get the epic.
Yeah,
the Dimensional Vortex,
because
that is just it was described on the forum as Babby's first dungeon.
Yeah, it really is.
Yes.
It's just like, hey, I made these paths and they branch off and split everywhere, and there's not really any kind of hook to the dungeon at all. It's just, here's a thing.
Being nice, doing things for these reptile people. There you go.
So, Chronomaniac says he's a big boss in them, and the final boss is Lavos with Shala hovering over him.
Oh.
Pretty much.
That's kind of neat.
I wouldn't know if that's true or not. I mean, you could tell me that, and I could think it was, somebody taking the piss.
No, it is. I have actually beat the Dream Devourer once.
Kind of like that Tumblr post saying, like, you could tell me that the final boss of Kingdom Hearts was Powerline from a Goofy movie, and I'd believe it.
That would have been better.
Alright, so I believe that is everything that has to do with this little side quest done and done-a-rooney. So I guess now we're going to run to the Denadaro Mountains and have a look for that,
The Dimmadar Dimmadome.
The Dimmadar Dimmadome. The Dimsdale Dimmadome. That's, what is that? Fairly Odd Parents? Dimsdale?
Maybe.
Dimsdale from Star.
Raquel, help us out here. This
Sale from Scarlet Letter.
Right.
That and it half sounds like something that would have come out of Tolkien. Dimrill Dale, that's right.
Yep, Dimroll, diggity dong.
The House of L. Ron Hubbard.
This is the house that L. Ron Hubbard built.
Final boss will be skaters from an extremely goofy movie.
It is Donadoro Mountains, isn't it? Where I go to get the rock?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You just climb up with him at the head of the party.
Yeah. And I think it's the second time you meet him.
No, first time.
First time? Alright. I could not remember at all. It's like I've already got the rock for Mega Flare, for Omega Flare, so who freaking cares? But, you know.
Hey guys.
What's up?
This is my Ogun cat. This is his Ogun fat. It goes pat, pat, pat.
Yes, it is, Boner. Yes, it is. See there, she just did 733 damage with the Wonder Shot.
I got her to do 32,000 once. I mean, 3,200.
Yeah, let's see, like, my timer is at 1520, but I don't know really, like, how it ties to the timer at all.
Yeah, I would actually have to go to GameFAQs to find the timer
And
formula.
Who needs facts for a professional stream, like the one that I run?
So is that a reason to set the ATB to wait, other than, you know, not wanting to be rushed and pay attention to the combat?
It's just like, if this is set to active, I have to actually pay attention to the game. So if I keep it set to wait, it's just like,
Eric's joystick says pat, pat, pap is also the sound a booty makes when it goes clap, clap, clap.
He is not wrong. Okay, I don't know. It's further up the mountain, isn't it?
Polly's seen some rap
A
videos.
little
She
more.
knows what sounds a booty makes.
Whoa! You're not wrong, but wow, go over and tell everybody I watch rap videos, dude. Wow.
Well,
I wouldn't out you like that.
You saw that Cal Chuchesta. Has he made a video?
I don't think Cal has made a video, but oh my god, I wish he would. Like, what would be, like, the video that you would, from that mixtape that you would want a song for?
Well, he'd probably be the only one in any of them.
Yes.
So, let me rack my brain for a second here. Like, he needs his friends, but
Oh,
like
that sucks.
clearly he doesn't have many of them.
That was sad. The ending to that song.
No, just stop. I'm not gonna come rap on your mixtape.
Oh wait, here
Here
it
you
is.
go.
Here's
Yeah.
the guy. Come here. Throw it. Got it.
Yeah, like I've found if you try it down before that first ladder, you'll never catch it.
I just like pressed the button and he caught it.
No, I mean that ladder you just climbed
yeah,
up.
yeah, you can't catch it. Yeah.
He has to be on screen or almost on screen. It's so finicky that way.
Where's
Raquel
my tele-
says
Yeah,
Raquel
yeah.
says Polly helped design the hollow Tupac.
I did.
I'm guessing step one was make it look like Tupac.
Yes, you've nailed it. That's part one of Tupac science. Is that you have to like if you're gonna do Tupac science, first of all you got to make sure that the science that you're working on looks like Tupac. And I think we did a pretty good job there.
Step two, you gotta let it know that it is appreciated.
Yes, yes.
Step three, give it a little California love.
Give it a little California love, and if it does something to get on your nerves, you definitely gotta make it sure. You gotta. Fuck, my words are not working. You've got to help reassure it that you ain't mad at it. Rap music, everybody. Huh? How about that?
Super
Rap.
Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
Keep going. This is your freestyle.
TurboGrafx 16, Atari 2600. See, did BIG like update that song for like Sony PlayStation, Sega Saturn, Nintendo 64?
We're the only two that get that reference, Boner. Because we are the only two that have ever heard that song.
In this crowd, probably.
Yeah, probably.
It's actually on heavy rotation on a classic hip hop station in my area.
Well, it should be. That is a classic hip hop anthem.
You know what else is on heavy rotation on that station?
What?
Everything from like 1987 to 2006, because their library is about 50 songs, I think.
Oh God.
So you hear a lot of things. It's like, hey, this is the 7th time this week I've heard Gin and Juice, and it's only Tuesday.
I have to imagine, like, going through their catalog and setting up a day's playlist probably isn't that hard. I have to imagine that's got to be the easiest job ever.
I don't know. They play some weirder stuff. They play some Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel. They play some Eric B. and Rakim.
I do like Melly Mel, and I do like Eric B. and Rakim.
Craig Mack, some
Yes.
Dougie Fresh, Biz Marquee.
Good stuff. You're speaking my language.
Eric's Joystick says Titty Science.
Titty science!
Maybe some context is in order. Okay, before that, Polly is an expert in Tupac science, and I'm an expert in titty science, says Raquel.
This is true. This is true. I have my master's degree in the Tupac sciences. All right. So
You're a Tupacologist.
Okay. The Wonder Shot. The attack is determined by the hours spent playing the game. It's not the actual game clock.
Mhm.
It is the internal game clock counter.
Oh.
How long you've been playing the game per session.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah, so the
it's
longer
it's an RNG based on when you turn the console on.
Exactly. So the longer you play it, the more likely she's going to start pulling off, fuck this shit, die.
All right. So where are we going next? Who want like call out a side quest? Where are we going next?
Did you do the Robo side quest?
Not yet. I can do that though if you want.
That's the only one I remember.
Okay. We'll go do the Robo side quest.
All right.
So, wasn't there an item in Castlevania Symphony of the Night that does more damage the longer... It might have been Aria of Sorrow, I'm not sure. The longer, play hours you have in the game, not since you've been, playing the console in that session, but, total hours on your save file.
Probably.
I like this dome because it is called the Genodome, which is actually short for Genocide Dome. That's a true story. I'm not making that up, by the way.
Was it Thunderdome?
No, it's...
There's an item in Phantasy Star 4 called the Genocide Claw, which I thought meant genocide, but it's spelled with a CY. So then in fax it says the Genocyber Claw,
Yeah.
which I think was a crappy anime from the 90s.
That was not very good, no.
Yeah, the trailer made it look good, but
Oh,
you can
this,
just tell.
this place. I always get confused in this little area here. It's not a terribly hard dungeon or side quest. It's just I always get confused.
Or should I say, a bad prequel to Alien?
Wah, wah, wah. Alright, let's see. What am I going to do here? Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to run forward on this conveyor belt because that's all we're going to be able to do for the next 5 minutes.
This is a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Yes.
So, should we be playing, yakety sax in the background if that's all they can do for the next 5 minutes?
Well, I mean, I guess that would work if, we were going, off of various exits on the screen and appearing in different exits.
Right.
That would work. But this is more just here's the longest conveyor belt you've ever seen in your entire life.
So it needs one of those, Looney Tunes songs, That
That works.
Yeah.
For a second there, I forgot I wasn't doing the mushroom card matchup, the slot thing in Super Mario Bros. 3.
They're like the Fat Kakashi theme song, as it eventually became dubbed.
I'm pretty sure I've heard that theme somewhere else, too. I'm just trying to remember where. I know I've heard it recently.
I don't know where that would be.
I know, that's what's bugging me. It's earworm, and I'm trying to remember where else.
I think Ren and Stimpy used a couple of those songs quite a bit.
I think it's kind of just a common... It's a common sound theme that you hear, when...
It's probably public domain, for
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Because I was thinking some other Mario Brothers game with a card game.
Somebody making out with their mic.
Yes. He keeps doing that. He just can't get enough of that mic. That delicious mic goodness.
That Mike D goodness.
Yeah.
That Mike D.
Mike D at. Stop doing that! It's disturbing!
Doing what?
You're making weird sounds, and they're very awkward.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Why are you making awkward sounds?
Are you hearing a sound now?
Now I am, yes. But you were making weird, odd, sucky sounds earlier, and it was disturbing.
Rhett wants to know if these three have Omega Flare yet.
I don't think so, because I don't think that I have the spell that Magus needs to be a part of that chain.
But they have Omega pieces of Flare.
Hmm.
Sounds like someone's got a case of the Mondays.
Sire learned Darkness.
That dank mist, bro.
Okay, let's see, okay, Black Hole is what we're learning next, and you're learning Area Bomb, and you already know Flare. I don't remember what Omega Flare, needs, though.
You should pronounce it Flare, like people who play this game pronounce words incorrectly.
Yes!
Omega Flare.
Omega!
And the mechanical animals.
The Commodore Omega.
Omega. Black Rock.
Omega 64.
I'm gonna take the Black Rock shooter. Oh wait, no, that's triple raid. Yeah, I don't have whatever Magus needs to use that yet. I don't remember what I had on him either.
He needs Dark Bomb.
We'll just put a speed belt on him. Why
I'm
not?
gonna open up and squeegee his third eye.
There you go. Okay, this room. We've got to do a lot of fun things in this room.
Styles Rockman says Rico Flare, and he put an accent mark over the E.
He is really a special kind of guy, don't you think?
He's got moxie.
He's got that.
Here's why you can't use Omega Flare. It's in another side quest dungeon.
Oh, is it?
Giant's Claw.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You can, however, probably use... No, you can't yet. You don't
Okay,
have
Blackrock gives me access to what?
Eternal Darkness.
Oh, okay.
Silver, which is in the the one we got in the past, that's Spin Strike. White, which is in the Omen, that will give us Poyazo Dance. And gold, which only Frog can use, is Master Moon.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I just turned on my DS and pulled up the game.
Well, there you go. That's actually really helpful. I like how they categorize that kind of stuff in the little encyclopedias that game had. I think those were really cool.
You opened up your Pokédex, found out Meowth's endgame stats.
Yeah, basically.
Ruined it for everybody.
Not regretting it.
Meowth, that's right!
If we had DMAC here, he would totally do that spot on. He's the best voice actor in the world.
DMAC double, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
I've heard him on.
Mac the actor. I've had him in a lot of stuff from my site. He was on the podcast back in February, I want to say.
He was on the VG Cats adaptation with No Name as a few characters, too.
Yeah. Don't activate this thing here, because it'll throw you back down and you'll have to do the stupid conveyor belt again. Okay, trying to remember where I'm going. Okay, now this is the room with the stuffy stuff that I just...
Well, actually, if you talk to it, it'll just give you the option of going back.
Listen, don't get snippy with me on my own stream, bitch, okay?
Okay.
You don't want to go there. You don't want to fight with me right now. You see what I've got? I've got, like, Magus, and I've got Fatka here, and Rort. You want to go with that? I didn't think so. It's okay. Nobody's going to think you any less of a man than we already do, okay?
You don't have Magus, you've got Sarah. Gonna draw you as an anime girl mixed with the poster for, I don't know, Poltergeist or some weird, obscure 80s imagery.
And I can't get past this guy yet, because he's like, no, not letting you go, no. You can't have the dumb, ugly baby doll, no.
This is my plushie, damn it.
It's his. He can have it. It's a dog. I just want to borrow it.
He's hoarding amiibos.
Oh god, it's the worst. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, turrets. Okay, I thought those things were active. If you can tell, like, this is kind of the part of the game where you're kind of able to just roll through almost everything by just casting 1 or 2 spells. So there's not really a lot you have to really focus on.
Yeah. This is where the difficulty curve just kind of went...
And I don't remember how I remember this, but I do know that you hit the first and third switch to open this little electric chargey thing here. And I don't remember how I know it was the first and third switch. I just know that that's something that's information I have always retained.
Did you call the Nintendo Power Hotline to learn that back in the day?
I called them once for something, but I can't remember what it was. And then I remember getting in a lot of trouble for it.
After that $78 phone bill came in.
I think it was like, it wasn't their 900 number because like you could call 1-800-255-3700 and get their customer service thing, but like you could have them kick you over to the hint line. And I think that's how I did it, and I ended up making like a $25 call or something.
What?
So this little thing here, uses a computer. It can give us data about everything in the facility. Bpwner, what do you want to know about first?
Guard machine.
All right. Well, the robot guarding the figurine will block anyone that tries to pass. But if you place 2 guards in front of each other, they'll short circuit. Because that's a really great way to design something.
They'll have an existential crisis.
Yes. All right, SorataYuy, what do you want to know about?
The conveyor belt.
You want to know about the conveyor belt? Well, all right. The belt conveyor to the right can be reversed with a switch above it. What about Bpwner? You want to know about anything?
I want to know about the dwall. No, the dwall, not the dwar.
Well, dude, learn to speak English. They sound the same, you idiot.
I'm speaking English, Adrian.
Oh, good lord. To open the locked door, simply charge the energy pods beside them. Energize first, pod to your left, and enter the pod to unlock the door. And then we're gonna look at the dwaller.
The doy dot the dasket doll.
The doy dot the dasket doll. You must obtain 2 figurines on this floor to fight Mother Brain. It's a lot simpler than playing a Metroid game, okay? Let me tell you.
Or Phantasy Star 2.
Or Phantasy Star. Ha 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 ha. So basically, yeah, you want to run in here, get yourself all functified.
Whoa.
Run
It's
up
like
here.
an anti-shower. Dumps garbage on you.
There you go. You pick up the Pyozo doll. But like, I'm all electrified, man. It's not gonna do me any good to re-electrify myself. And try to go up that conveyor belt because it's going against me and it's way too fast. But
Can't apply that gold pine resin to Robo's body.
there you go.
It's shockified.
Get shot.
Beat those bell gargoyles in a very short order.
Very, very quick.
Wish I had realized that the first 70 times I've fought them.
And there's like
Bastards.
50,000 G for no reason at all at this point in the game.
Is money even like
It's
worth
not
anything
even-
at this point?
It's not even a factor.
Just for
at this
the
point.
hats that you get
Yeah.
from one of the side quests.
Yeah.
No problems.
Mo problems. BIGPOPPA. No info for the DEA.
Oh, it's like Breaking Bad, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Edge to La Dia.
Yeah, there you go. We'll go ahead and throw down a save while we're here, because why the F not, huh? We're adventurous. We're just very cautious while being adventurous. There's a tap. So how many viewers have we lost, Bpwner?
Raquel is she's giving good advice for Hank Schrader to get the minerals.
Yes, you need good minerals. You need good minerals and good memories.
Get the Memory Memorial.
The memory memorial. You know, that is a memorial I would probably go to. Just saying.
Yeah, they should have field trips there.
I wouldn't even ask my parents to sign that. I would sign it myself and be like, "Yep, I'm going, dog. Let's go."
Be a field trip for oncologists specializing in breast cancer.
This switch right here to switch the stupid conveyor belt. This switch is such a dick because it's hiding behind this wall down here.
They do actually show that off. You had to actually go up the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll show a robot.
They show a
passing.
robot passing
Yeah.
through. Yeah, that's actually really cool that they actually kind of point those kind
They
of
toss
things
that
out.
hint out. Yeah.
Because the first time I played this game, guess who didn't notice that? It's me. I didn't notice that.
That's the funny thing about games, you know. It's like they have things that they think are so obvious, but it's like only to you because you put it in there.
Right. That's sort of like how a lot of adventure game stuff kind of works, I think. Is that like the puzzles might make sense to the people making those games, but it's so internalized to their own way of quote-unquote logical thinking that there's no way that those answers are going to come as clear as day to anybody else.
A common thing people like to talk about these days is how older games taught you how to play them by the level design, and how games these days are like, press X to jump, but I mean, that's putting a lot of the faith in the player to be like, oh, I don't know what to do, my edgy older brother had to show me how to play Mario Brothers or whatever.
Wow, I didn't know there was a magic tab there. I just kind of ran into it.
Yeah.
And there's more useless money. Oh yeah, this is really creepy.
Depressing too.
It's the you can't do that on television intro. They're grinding people into sausage.
Mm-hmm. They always did that on You Can't Do That on Television too. It's like, despite being told that you can't do that on television, those scamps, they got away with it.
You can't make a Pink Floyd reference on Canadian TV for children? With Monty Python animation?
You can't mention two specific things when you're on that show.
Because of copyright reasons.
Yeah.
Also Alanis Morissette.
No, I was thinking you can't. There are two specific words and/or phrases you're best off not saying.
Oh, yeah, like the I don't know, and what was
Water.
the other one? Water.
Yeah. Waiter? Waiter. Waiter. I love how Boner says water because he says it like an idiot. And it cracks me up
I
every
think you
time.
just hear wrong.
No, dude, you say water.
Whoa!
You say water and you say waiter. Say it right now. Say it.
Say what?
Say waiter.
Das Wasser.
That's what He didn't even have to Google that.
It's not that hard to remember.
Where am I going? What am I doing? I think I'm going the right way, right? No?
You are.
Okay. So now I need to go electrify myself and all that fun stuff.
That's actually a bit of clever level design on their part for this area. That, Robo has to be the party lead, because if any of the other characters tried to use those pods...
Yeah, that's like, done, son! Dunzo!
What if Isla, like, I don't know, rubbed her feet against the carpet and all that fur she's wearing gets static clinged? Not that there's carpet in this cold industrial waste.
That'd be a real silly thing to happen.
Well, it's a video game. It's not like it needs to make sense.
No, it doesn't. You're right. So I've got to make it all the way over there, huh?
It's doable.
Yeah, it's doable. I just always get...
It's just it's a bitch.
Yeah.
Is all.
This game's got some amazing bass lines, by the way.
It'd be great if I could hear him.
Yeah. Get in there, you son of a bitch.
Ah, you clipped on the geometry. Oh,
No, she just forgot to toss the switch first.
Fuck. Hutch, this is your fucking fault.
it's not even in the party, and
No, I mean like Hutch the person. Like, this is all his fault. He should have been, hey, flip the switch, Dumbo.
is he Hutch or is he Big the Cat?
There's not a memory card.
Froggy?
I kind of like thinking of Hutch as Big the Cat now. All right, so there's a real fun part of just
Hutch
like,
says he's pooping
oh, good.
right now.
Good.
Pooping in the stream.
He should be. This is the appropriate place to be pooping. Is this stream? Come on, you piece of shit. Go. Oh my god, come on.
Yeah, you just have to wait for it. This is the most frustrating video game escort quest ever.
No, because this thing can't die. See, this is just mildly annoying because he is so slow and gets caught on corners. Dude, come on. You can do it.
Basically, for this one, you just gotta walk and wait until he gets to you. I found as frustrating as it is, that actually gives the best results.
Yeah. Alright. Make sure we're all nice and healed up.
Yeah, speaking of Big the Cat, I have actually met John St. John. He's a really nice guy.
I thought you were about to say I've actually met Big the Cat.
No, he's the guy who voiced him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually a really awesome guy.
Malcolm. Alright, so now we've got a couple of Poyozo dolls, and we've got to go... I think we go back upstairs, I want to say?
Yes, we do.
Red says Mome from PSO is the worst escort.
Oh, God!
I'm guessing she charged too much and didn't give him a happy ending.
Any escort quest in PSO was god-freaking awful.
Agreed. I'm remembering the ones from the Universe games, and
Oh, PSO, just normal PSO, was way worse.
I just recall everybody hated Null, but I think that had more to do with her being Null.
Yeah, I got myself intentionally nulled online once. It was like, hey, null me. And they were like, okay. And they did. It was great.
Good to see that those admins were doing a bang-up job.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, Mome, okay, with Ramar you had to take
Yeah,
the day
the
roll. I
Ramar,
remember. Yeah, he was
yeah.
a scientist for, like, all the quests, and then, like, he appears as a Ramar. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go get experimental data on the big worm under the sewer, blah, blah, blah. And he did die in 2 hits.
Yep.
Didn't he say, he's like, I'm gonna play dead? God, why do I remember that game and its side quests?
Because that game is memorable.
The game is memorable, but then, like, anything relating to its plot is just
It's
like,
just
I'm wasting my
garbage.
life on this.
Yeah, Phantasy Star Online's plot is pretty garbage.
Why are we gendering robots? It's
Oh.
Miss Robot Pac-Man.
Miss Robot Pac-Man. Atropos. Atropos. His name is Fatka, damn it.
She opens her mouth, it's like, wah, wah,
Wah,
wah,
wah,
wah,
wah,
wah,
wah, wah.
wah.
She's just getting down now.
Spitting truth. Oh!
Oh, she isn't just singing it, she's bringing it.
Like
to the face.
Sounds like somebody's looking to get their face Uzi punched off. That's what it sounds like to me. I love that attack. It's so good. And she's just like, I ain't give a shit. Uzi punched my face, bitch. I'll come right back at it.
She's got like what 10 times her HP at this point in the game.
Yeah, I think she's got 4,000 or 5,000 health, I want to say. Like, I wish Robo's his laser beam was the pretty rainbowy one,
Yeah.
and not just like
The weak
boring-
little, barely there purple lines.
Yeah, it's like, don't
It
get me
is.
wrong, I love purple. Don't get me wrong, but
I guess it had to be purple to drive it home that it did shadow damage, which makes little sense for a laser weapon.
yeah.
Well, I think they also were trying to reinforce, Robo's different than all these others.
Yeah. Hey, stop that! You don't get to attack twice. Maybe I should just do that. Hey, stop that!
6,000 HP, yes.
Waiting for it to happen. 138, that's not terrible. Okay, Uzi Punch it is.
That's the kind of thing where it's like you can't remember like the exact strat for a battle, so you just choose attacks to see which one does the most, and then by the time you cycle through all of them, the battle's over anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how my playthrough of like Persona 3 Portable was.
Every time I get to let's say a modern Persona game, i.e. a dating one, it's like by the end of the game, it's just like, all right, I've got Satan, and he's got like auto buffs on the
freaking
main
everything.
character, yeah, or on all the characters if I could have, finagled it by breaking the fusion system. And it's just like, okay, there's no reason for me not to just hit triangle and, munch some chips while the battle goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red says this is the gritty Pac-Man
Gritty?
Pac-Man reboot he always wanted.
Pac-Man versus Miss Pac-Man.
Would you stop using that, lady? I don't remember her having this much health. Jesus Christ.
Fresno says when he replays this and uses the Uzi punch, he'll be making JoJo jokes every time.
Oh God. All right, that'll do it. Wait a minute, you're not dead. Oh.
No, you make Fist of the North Star jokes. You're all
Oh my god! What a bitch!
It's just like a woman. You've got to knock some sense into her. That's all. Dead silence. Yeah.
probably the best reaction.
I had a little friend, but she don't move no more.
Do you want to be my little friend, George?
Oh, this is so sad. Poor fat cuz robot girlfriend. It's like, oh, come on. It's all
Taylor
good.
says 667, the wrong number of the beast. Freezing Inferno says ... good correction, Pat. I guess in reference to Sorata Tomato Yui's Fist of the North Star.
Okay, so now we've got to go do another deed. I think like this is one of the cooler looking sprites in the game. Okay, so now we go. Where is it? Up here? Yeah, this is where we use the Padoodoo dolls.
So actually, you can sum up this side quest as you're giving a couple of plushies to a doll collector
Yes.
for the honor to fight them. So
I
you
think
can
that that's
kind
a
of,
sweet thing to do. I think
Yeah.
John would find that a sweet gesture.
They predicted the Beanie Baby craze by about, what, 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, that's about.
I mean,
Yeah,
fighting
about
doll
4.
collectors?
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course, it was kind of like spun out of the whole Cabbage Patch riots in the 80s.
Yeah. Wow, that thing's sprite looks a little messed up.
He does that sometimes.
Alright, and because I'm weird like that, running back to the save point again. Because that's what I do. I oversave. As if my number of saves hasn't really tipped that off.
I cannot save you.
Boner, you can't even save yourself.
Actually, I think Poncho's guest commentators already whipped that one out.
Whipped
The
it out?
Final Fantasy stream this week.
Oh, that's right. This is one of the cooler looking sprites in the game, I think. Just because she's all cycly and glowy.
So, Mother Brain, not at all a reference visually to the Mother Brain from Phantasy Star 2.
No, not at all. I think that, like, if you destroy 2 of the monitors, like, and don't destroy a 3rd one, you'll be okay, I think. Isn't that how it goes?
It's
More or
actually
less.
really more like Volopt in that sense.
Right.
Would you say that she's a voluptuous lady?
God. Boner. Just wanna
Well, I don't know.
keep-
Those could be mechanical boobs under her
She's got her high
cloak
beams
there.
on.
Oh, did you notice he left Magus out of that?
Yeah,
Heroes
he
of
left
Pop so much.
Yeah, he left Sarah out. Poor guy. Alright, so...
I'll fight for my friends and Magus.
It's like a double shock thing that I got earlier. Yo, stop that. Let me get other people to attack. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go.
Oh, the double V bomb. Okay.
Yeah, double the bomb. Double the bomb.
Yeah, double shock is Chrono and
Yeah, actually, let's just do that. That's chaos, isn't it? Yep, thought so.
oh,
Each monitor only has 1 hit point, I think, so it's no big
Yep.
deal.
they could just go over and poke it with their finger and it'd be done.
Yeah.
So, cool thing, that bit where Robo got some of his stats permanently increased,
Yeah.
they included that in the DS version for the dimensional vortexes for Marley, Chrono, and Luca.
Oh, so everybody gets a cool little
Yeah,
moment where they get a big tech upgrade. That's actually pretty cool.
yeah, it totally is. Like, and who was it? I think Marley and Luca both get permanent increases to their hit, which, totally worth it, since that's
Yeah.
what Image is based on.
So in the chat, Murgle says, I'm still in this fight.
You definitely are. You stay in this fight.
Maybe it's Mr. Glee.
Mr. Gold. That's Tingle. Sayara.
Oh,
Yeah.
say Ra.
He's got like 900,000 names and can never just choose one.
Say Ra, say Ra.
By the honor of Grayskull.
CC Rider?
That too.
Yeah.
CC Common Rider.
There you go.
And some dang clouds they blow in. You're shotgunning them, bruh.
Shit. The thing about the DS version I hate about Sayara's magic spells is that like they took out the way that it inverts the colors. They took that out, so they're just like a kind of a dull purple mist kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So they don't do like the cool inverting the colors and stuff anymore.
I never actually noticed the colors were inverted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Terra Arm and the Crisis Arm are actually pretty cool. The Crisis Arm, I believe, that does damage based on the last digit of his health. So if you keep that at 9, as best you can,
He does nothing.
He will do ridiculous damage, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I always assumed, because the game guide never bothered telling us this, I always assumed it was just this weird, useless whatever. It's like, fine. Give me the damn Terra
Terra
Arm.
Arm, yeah. I will probably just be using the Terra Arm anyway.
Can you attack your own party members in this game? I forget.
Only if they are that
Confused.
very rare. No, it's a very rare. Only like one or two characters ever use it. It's infatuation,
Yeah.
and they only ever use it on Chrono, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Why would they use a Rod Stewart song on Chrono?
So we're gonna take a little break. Everybody needs to like get up, like clean out your drawers a little bit. Get those little skid marks out. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna get up, do some walking around, and we'll be back to finish up. What is it like? What, one or two more quests, I think.
Let's see, Giant's Claw.
Rainbow Shell.
That's the same quest.
Yeah, and
Rainbow Shell, Ozzy's Fortress. What else is there? The desert.
Yes, the desert. Okay, so we've got 3 more side quests to go. So awesome. So you guys go get you some nom noms, and we'll be back in 5-10ish minutes.
Transition! Let's do this shit.
Stream time. We're back. Hey guys, how you doing? How you holding up?
Doing good.
Doing good. Doing good. What about you, Boner? You still fully erect?
Holding up like my pants are making a tent right
now. That's
Hold it up like a tent pole. There you go.
There you go. There you go. So because I've got guests with me here tonight, SorataYuy, what quest do you want me to do next?
Let's see. How about Ozzy's Fortress?
Ozzy's Fortress. All right. Well, let's get our main man, Sayara.
Mr. Crowley.
And for something a little special here, we're gonna bring in Mr. Boner.
What?
Why, yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let's see here. We need to get a very special item on you, and I think that you'll be good to go for the rest. Let's go ahead and put...
I would say my portrait, like, the hair is, like, quite volumized. I wonder what kind of product I'm using.
You could probably do with some in real life, I think.
I've always loved the implications of the charm top. Because it's like, what, is she just wearing a slightly skimpier one? You can see her nipples or something?
I think that's what it's supposed to be implying.
It's probably one of those boob sweaters that got popular in Japan within the last year.
Yeah, something
Ones
like
with
that.
the hole and the, yeah. I'm sure it has a name, but I call it boob sweater.
Boob sweater. Alright. So we're going to do good old Ozzy's Fort, which is really cool little mini dungeon, I guess you would call it. But actually, I'll go to 1000 AD first because there's some really cool stuff there that has actually changed about the area.
Like the Black Plague.
Like the Black Plague, yes. The Black Plague is there.
Actually don't know when the Black Plague was current, so I'm sure if there's a history major in the chat, they're going to call out my shit.
Oh, no. You just hate it when your Twitch chat calls you out on your bullshit.
Rhett knows what I'm talking about. I'm assuming he means regarding the boob sweater, because I'm sure Rhett's all over Pixiv and he knows the erotic fashions.
So, like Medina Square, this is a place that kind of like worshipped Magus, like earlier in the game, before we went and kicked his ass. And if you come back here after doing that, the statue has changed.
Medina Square Goes to Jail, starring Tyler Perry.
I would see it. I would see it. So we're gonna have to go do something about that. I think that we're gonna go, because we can't be having fucking Ozzy. Ozzy's a dork.
That fat Namek looking doofus.
Yeah.
The Black Death was 1346 to 53, and 75 to 200 million people estimated to die of it.
I'm sure they had plagues in 1000. They just didn't have writing.
I like those outfits that plague doctors wore that looked kind of like birds, but they like had like herbs and stuff at the end of their the mask to protect them from direct contact.
To keep it away.
Yeah, that's really cool. I want one of those outfits, even though we don't have to worry about the plague right now. I kind of want one of those outfits.
Well, sure we have to worry about the plague since hand sanitizer has made a race of super germs that we can no longer combat.
And since anti-vaxxers are, making it worse.
That too.
Oh, no.
Do you think those doctors drank by, like, dipping down into a bucket of water and touching it in their beak and then raising back up and then dipping down to take another drink? And they just kept doing that until the water...
Of course. Where do you think we got those from?
See, very, very, very primitive straw.
Rhett says there is an outfit like that in Bloodborne. Bloodborne.
Rhett only plays Bloodborne in Rocket League these days, so he's probably right.
And Neptunia.
And Neptunia, yeah. I haven't finished Neptunia 2 because I'm just not liking it that much. It's kind of bumming me out. It's like, I want to like that game, I really do. But man, they botched the story kind of bad. So this is kind of like a simpler version of Magus's Castle, only it's much shorter, not as dramatic, and a lot more silly.
Very silly.
It's very silly.
It is the silliest point in the game, and I love it for that.
Yes. And there's a lot of like hidden, or there's like one very specific hidden wall kind of thing that I remember finding completely by accident.
At least hidden to us.
Yeah. But it basically gets you all of Magus's best gear. Or not Magus's, it's Sayara's best gear. My apology.
Speaking of Woolseyisms, I like how Ozzy talks like Daffy Duck in this exchange.
So I think that, like, for the special items I can get here, I can steal them in the single fights, right? Or do I have to wait for the all three fight?
The big fight.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if I could get them from the singular fights or not. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to steal 3 special items. And if I fail, oh wells.
Oh, slapping because Flea's a bass player.
Ah, that's really good. I'm gonna try it anyway and see what happens. What do we get?
That actually is pretty clever. It probably would have flown.
It was the thought that counted.
This
So I think it was the thought that counted means they don't have anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Do Grimm's and Bpwner have any dual techs, I wonder? Nope. Or they just haven't been in a party to actually learn any.
Probably that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Because by this point, you should have all 3 for them.
Yeah. So I'll just put haste on Bpwner. Why not?
Well, heck, that means by the time you finish this fight, they'll have them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was over pretty quick.
Red says he never got that. I'm guessing the slapping
Twin
reference.
Charm. Dual Tech Ice Toss. Yeah, the slapping thing, because Flea is a slap bassist.
And the Red Hot Chili Peppers are an American band, and
You wouldn't know anything about
Japanese.
that, Rhett. Yeah, Rhett wouldn't
Yeah,
know
I always
anything.
thought it was that Flea is, a dominatrix kind of type.
I guess it could work either way. So,
or like if you got fleas on you, you're slapping at them. to
yeah.
kill.
I don't slap at them, I lick at them.
What?
Yeah, don't
Are you a cat?
Don't you try to lick fleas off of you when you get them? Wait, am I saying something weird here? Am I the weird one? Am I the odd one out here? Like, you guys don't lick fleas off of yourself?
No, I tend to try to pinch them and then squash them.
That's what animals do. They lick them off. I figure if it's good enough for a dog, it's good enough for me.
They're probably trying to bite them off. They think their jaws can.
So I should start biting myself.
Can you lick your elbow?
No, my tongue has never touched my elbow, and that kind of makes me sad. This is a really funny gag here too. I really like this little dumb scene.
Yes, it's like somebody wasn't paying any attention when they designed this area.
Raquel says Flea was also in the Wild Thornberries. Rhett says he's going to throw up.
This is great. This is great.
And I just love the music on this part, the way it just...
And it just like completely winds down. It's one of the few times you'll hear that effect in the game. No, it keeps playing like the normal battle theme, and then it's just like... But, like,
and the party just blinks and like, the hell was that?
That's just weird, though. Like, I thought everybody bit fleas off of themselves or tried to lick them off. That's okay. I'm the weird one, then.
Raquel said something lewd. Big shock.
Oh, she does that a lot. You have to overlook it sometimes. So, yeah, I think it's, like, over here?
One more.
One more? One more room?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's like the 5th room of the place?
Seems like it, yeah.
And now you got to fight fan fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slash is really just a bad Chrono knockoff.
Let's get a look at that ice toss. That sounds really cool.
Cube toss is even cooler.
Yeah, cube toss is rad. I'll just let Bpwner have his way. these fights are not really where you want to be wasting your magic points yet.
Considering that was over in like 30 seconds.
I mean, hey, you know, I'm really putting in a lot of effort here, you guys. Come on.
Yeah, here you go. This is the room where you
this
get
is
the
the
good
room.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and the best part is that chest can go one of two ways.
Yeah.
But it's always best to play it the comedic way.
Yes, I will be. Don't worry. And this is where, like, you can get, I think, yeah, Magic Tab, and then all of Sayara's best gear.
I don't think I knew about this hidden wall.
I found it completely by accident. Probably my second time playing the game, I think.
And like I said, you know, it's the whole RPG point of view where if you were actually there, you totally see that.
Yeah. So, gonna go ahead and grab this chest because nothing bad could happen here.
No!
Oh no!
Fingers away, my boy.
Well, I meant you could do it the other comedic way where he's like, "Don't you want the chest? Probably filled with lots of great goodies."
Yeah, I like that too.
And the poor little green imp walks up, found the treasure, tries to grab it.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah. So it takes everybody down to 1 health, but whatever.
Yeah, herbs are a dime a dozen or whatever the fuck the healing item is in this game.
Tannic. You want a tannic?
Open up your eyes. Don't let your mind tell the story here.
I'm gonna get ID. I'm gonna get music matched ID'd.
My favorite Tonic album is Lemon Party. I mean Lemon Parade.
What a coincidence! Rhett loves Lemon Party too, and he's playing Binding of Isaac. He just can't help himself.
Lemon Party all the time.
Yeah.
Rhett wants to lemon party all the time, party all the time.
Party all the time. Alright, so now we're gonna try and steal. Wait, does Twin Charm get everybody? No.
One at a time, but it does give you better odds than
gives
just
you
regular.
better odds? Alright, well, we'll do that.
I think it like doubles the odds of it happening.
Alright. Yeah, Slasher 2, and now we can start.
Typical Mivsendress, she uses her feminine wiles to get free gifts out of nice guys.
So true. God, I'm glad
Now, I want to know, if you just stole his Slasher 2, how the hell did he do that attack?
Exactly.
Because he had a slasher up his butt.
He's got a
Slasher 1.5.
Yes. We just don't know about that one. We got the Flea Bustier, as it is correctly referred to in the DS version.
Yes. If I recall right, too, in the DS version, they made the whole "what the that's a guy" thing a little clearer.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know,
I
I
don't know. It's just like how did you? It's clear enough, I thought.
Yeah.
Without more.
Well, it was kind of clear, but at the same time, they were still just big enough that you couldn't quite figure out what they meant.
God help you if you were a youngin'.
Wish people would stop misgendering Flea.
There you go.
You obtained Slasher's fedora. Says
And now we've got
Wriggle.
and now we got Ozzy's pants, which is actually a helmet.
Pants on head, stupid.
Which says a lot about Ozzy that he wears his pants on his head.
And it's an interesting item because like when you equip it, you start with chaos at the start of every battle. All right, so now we can actually start hurting these people. But I might want to go ahead and drop another lapis just in case, because this is probably gonna hurt. Oh wow, yeah, that hurt a lot, in fact.
Well, Boner there does have like the worst magic defense until New Game Plus.
Yeah. Cube toss!
More of a cone, really.
More of a cone, really.
More of a giant fuck you icicle.
Okay, if they do Delta attack again, poor Boner's dead. But we won't let that happen, will we? We probably will.
Delta as fuck.
Delta's full. Boner, kiss yourself. Oh,
So
no.
I feel like when Flea does the little heart animation, it looks like they're like doing the where they blow on their thumb to make like the middle finger inflate like a balloon. Like,
Yeah, I see that. Alright, so basically the fight is pretty much done now, basically.
you gave Slash tax return damage.
Yes.
I'm a 1040 easy for you to die.
And if you give it just long enough, once there's just two of them, Flea eventually runs away.
Yeah.
Probably because she realizes, okay, I'm outnumbered.
The only smart one in the group.
Yeah.
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, wait, that's why. She runs away because you damaged her. And she's realizing, yep, this is about to go south.
She's like, fuck it, done.
It triggers because there's only two instead of three.
Yeah. But if you take Flea out first, I don't think Slash runs away.
No. He fights to the end.
Yeah.
Just like Ozzy, which kind of says a lot about the both of them.
Yeah.
And his idle animation is like, "Meh, meh," or like Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
We'll make you spells that you can't refuse. Bet you could say that the amount of damage you did to him was cubed.
Oh, Boner. You never cease to amaze me. Just always make me so happy. Every time you open your big fat mouth. I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Right, that my mouth is big and fat. But it's like,
I ran into a door.
Okay. I don't think there are any more hidden rooms. I think this is
Nope.
and this is the fun part.
Sound of the Reaper, so he just made a Blue Oyster Cult reference. What is with all the music shit that kids at the time wouldn't have gotten?
Yeah, they wouldn't have gotten these at all, unless
So-
unless like me, they had a dad who had a pretty extensive vinyl collection.
So in Japan, did they have all these references, or
I don't think so. No.
was it like the Guns N' Roses Mega Man X5, Izzy Glow and
For that matter, in
Duff
Japan, they
McWhalen.
were originally named after condiments.
Yeah.
So,
So I think they upgraded.
and
mustard relish and I don't know, horseradish?
mayonnaise, I believe it was.
This is great.
For that matter, in Japan, Chrono's mom actually had a name originally, but it has long since been lost.
I don't think that they actually went back and put it in the DS version either.
You mean it wasn't Chrono no Okasan?
Nope.
It's so good. And just why not? Why not have a cat?
Just random cat says, "Yeah, hell with this."
Cats are the inciting action of many narratives.
And
Kind of like
that
the
is-
Matrix.
And that is the Ozzy's quest, or the Ozzy's Fort side quest. Pretty brief, not all that difficult, but you get a lot of cool stuff out of it, at the very least. So.
It seems to me like nothing you do matters in this side quest, just from a narrative standpoint.
Yeah, I think that it's that way just because Sayara is a
Dingleberry.
a dingleberry and an optional character.
Although then you go back to Medina.
Yeah, I was
and,
about to do
it's
that.
totally changed.
Yeah, I was about to do that.
So we're whitewashing Medina. We're
Oh no!
we're We're
I
making
think the imps might disagree with you.
we're making them conform to Western society.
Yes. And now, like, the statue is gone, and they're just like, why does he always get stuck doing this? I don't know, dude. That's a weird thing to say.
That's really weird because it almost seems like it's a glitch that character's just like running toward the wall.
Yeah.
They're probably meaning him to be
And-
sweeping or something.
The guy's grooving on life, so clearly he's a big 311 fan. Oh, who wants to... Boner, sing us a song. Right there.
Okay. Oh, the black omen, we will smile on the black omen always.
In space with the
I did that to the tune of the Gato song because I don't know what the actual tune is supposed to be.
It's that weird prehistoric jam.
Oh, well, shit. If I could have heard the music.
Well, if only. But I think that, like, this used to be, or is it here or is it? Yeah, I think it's like, yeah.
What used to be what?
I was thinking because there's like a market here, and I think that like this was like the most expensive shop in the game, and then
Yeah,
and now
now
like everything is dirt cheap.
majorly discounted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we came in and devalued their currency. Good job.
Is this
Good
like,
job, globalization.
Is this kind of like
No.
is this kind of like gentrification, only in a really weird way?
And Banksy's gonna start spray painting stencils of pot leaves. More like Danksy.
Oh snap, son!
Oh, and those boob spitters you were talking about earlier, they're called keyhole turtlenecks.
Oh,
And yeah,
okay.
and they have apparently become very big since December 2014. So last year, yeah, barely.
Let's see.
Yeah, I remember when you first get here, like
Everything is like 13.
60, yeah, 13, and the most expensive is 65,000. The Demon Edge, that was it.
Yeah.
So I think it's less that we've messed with their economy and more that they're not being, complete dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was like Saks Fifth Avenue before, and now it's Kmart. Saks Fifth Avenue. It's like a scrotum.
Wow. I didn't know it was going to be that kind of stream. I totally knew it was.
By design.
And I don't know why I'm selling all this stuff, because I'm far past the point of needing money at all.
So you can get them dank healing items for the final boss that you're totally not gonna have a hard time with at all.
Oh no, that final boss is going to whoop me up bad. Alright. So yeah, that's that side quest done. Boner! What side quest are we doing next?
Did we do the farming, the Harvest Moon side quest yet?
Desert
The
Forest side quest? No.
Are we doing the desert side quest is the one?
What's it called?
I'm going off my own shaky memory of having played this game 10 years ago and not any like full knowledge of the Chrono Trigger lore.
Do you mean this big hole here?
Big hole. Whoa. Hold on.
I don't think it's called.
Oh, this was a family stream.
Oh.
See the strategy guides actually called each of these something different because you'll notice it never changes from the faded hour once you get Chrono back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what they called this one though. Green Dream, that was
The
it.
Green Dream. So Boner, are we doing Green Dream or Giant's Claw?
Giant's Claw sounds more interesting.
Okay. Now if I could remember where that one starts.
Chorus.
Chorus. I don't think this is Chorus at all.
Legend of Korra.
Over by the hero's grave.
Wait a minute. It's all the way over to the right. Good lord. You got me traveling all the way east, Boner. Christ.
Oh, and your magical flying rapper ship. First world problems.
Damn it, now you're gonna make me sing that song.
Oh,
the
no.
Weird Al, like, Pixies sound alike song.
Yes, first world problems.
So this guy, he's pretty cool. He's finally got a lead on the rainbow shell, but there's something odd going on. Hang on to this for me. Hold on to my dad. That is such a weird thing. It's like, hey, random weird person, here's my soda. If I don't come back, go pour that on my grave, all right, dog?
Pour a 20 out.
Pour a 20.
Well, you have been paying his bar tab throughout the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're less random weird person and more person who will buy me a drink.
Buy you a drink.
So now we come here, and it's like, oh, well, unfortunately, I guess you did die in 400 years anyway.
Well, you know,
He died.
It's not like-
He died 34 years later. The man probably lived a pretty fulfilling life.
what is the life expectancy for Chrono Trigger people anyway?
I've really got to wonder that. Yeah,
And don't forget to loot behind his grave.
that's right. There's a tab behind there, isn't there?
Yep. Yeah, you're gonna get a buttload of tabs in this next dungeon.
Yeah. Northwest of this cape is a large island called the Giant's Claw.
Not to be confused with the Giant's Craw, where you go in his mouth and try to pluck a corn kernel that got stuck in there or out.
Ouch. I hate it when that happens.
But corn kernels in your poop is funny.
That's
It's always
great.
like-
If you want somebody to laugh and talk to about corn kernels in your poop all day, look up twitch.tv/Eric's Joystick. He's got you covered.
Yes.
He loves talking about his poop more than anything.
So, Boner, what do we got going on in the chat?
I don't know because I don't have the window front and center. Okay,
What?
let's see. Eric's Joystick says, don't go stuffing things in those holes. Well, okay.
Wait, wasn't the Giant's Claw like northwest part of the map? Or where am I going?
Not in this time period.
No, it's not in this time period, is it? Stupid time travel video game making me utilize its mechanics.
Well, you know, space-time is curved. Just like a boob.
Ooh, now you're speaking my language.
Or a butt.
I'm pretty good
Or
at
just a
these.
big ball of, stuff.
That's not as fun. Okay.
I don't know. What's the stuff? What's the stuff made of?
Is it cotton candy?
Well, if you saw that movie, The Stuff, it's like an alien goop that takes you over.
Ugh.
So I think we're gonna go ahead and stick with the group we got.
Hells yeah!
Yeah. Alright, so this dungeon. This might look familiar as well once we get certain ways in.
Yeah, no,
I just can't get over like Magus's walk/float animation, like I am the master of darkness. It's like,
just like fuck you, gravity.
Feet are below him. He does not know how to deal with that.
Freaking
Oh,
Dave,
and
you're
have you
too good
seen
to walk, motherfucker.
And have you seen his shocked animation?
Yes.
He just not.
He is
He just-
nonplussed.
Yeah, he just nods his head basically.
Impressive.
I have a Vegeta Widow's peak.
And now I will sit in your little throne and laugh.
I'll sit on your grave.
Let's have Boner sit on the throne and laugh too, because I think if anybody, Boner's probably got good reason to sit here and laugh. Don't mind me, I'm just amusing myself.
I enjoyed sitting in the confession chair in the Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
that was a nice
Good stuff.
mechanic.
Really classy.
Especially wasn't it most of the time they tried to kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the priest comes in. The priest comes in and just sits there and shakes his head. And then if you sit in the priest's spot, a woman comes in to confess. But then, like, the curtain closes and she shoots spears at you.
Yeah. And now we've got, like, recycled encounters and enemies.
Well, that's most of the side quests anyway.
Yeah.
So if the priest shakes his head at Alucard, is that basically like, son, I wouldn't know where to start with you?
I think he's shaking his head over like the retconned continuity of Castlevania as it relates to Alucard. Like how they kind of tried to make it in the Game Boy Castlevania Legend that he was Trevor Belmont's father.
Yeah.
And everybody was basically like, no, you can't have the son of Dracula be the father of a Belmont.
That's really silly, and you're silly
Except-
for even thinking it.
And then they go and they manage it over in the Lords of Shadow community and continuity anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I remember now. That's the only reason I hate that series, is because they decided, okay, toss out all the rest of it. This is the only Castlevania continuity now.
I kind of gave up with Castlevania after Order of Ecclesia.
I liked Order of Ecclesia. That game is really good. I think that it kind of captures like the whole Igavania thing, but it still has like that difficulty of like an older school Castlevania. And I just realized this is turning.
You've got to play Odalis. Okay,
I'm going to.
must be done.
I will at some point. Trust me, I will. I've just got a lot of other stuff.
John's getting a big old Castlevania stiffy right now.
Yeah. If you look at the man's Twitter, it's all he's talked about for 7 weeks. Wait, lightning heals these guys.
Yep.
Why did you let me cast it, you ding dong?
I didn't even notice it until you were.
Already... Wait a fucking... I have you here for one reason. One reason only. To fucking pay attention. And what do? You're over there jacking off.
Well, yeah, now I don't get to finish, damn it.
This stream. What has happened? What has happened? Why did we allow this to happen?
I'm blaming drugs. I don't know about you.
Blaming Satan.
Yeah, Satan's a pretty good scapegoat for most things, I think. Murder, things like that. Just tell him, hey, Satan did it. It wasn't.
Well, in that case, I'm switching my answer to the economy.
Guns don't kill people, Satan does.
Although I think the gun helps.
Probably, maybe, but
Because you can't really just stand there and go bang.
you're not looking at the bigger picture though.
You can if you're that Tales from the Borderlands cutscene, where it's like a whole The Matrix gunfight, but they're all doing gun fingers and saying bang bang. Psh, psh.
Oh wait, no, you can if you're old Ocelot.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but he was using his gun finger interface for the Guns of the Patriot system, which is controlled by satellites and nanomachines, and Kojima, smokes the doobs. There's an explanation for stuff.
He's all up on them dudes, man.
How many kittens do you have to kill? How many kittens have to die before Chrono Trigger is bested?
I always feel guilty about that one.
Don't think I missed you, Tab. I saw you blinky blink over here. And I see that chest down there trying to hide out too.
I feel like power tabs are this universe's version of protein bars. Magus is getting really ripped. Like, that's why he doesn't have anything covering his upper torso or arm region.
It would just rip anyway.
I got you.
Try to wear shirts and just.
Too much rippedness. These guys are dicks. They just throw you around. Well, I can do that too.
Two can play that.
Wow.
That was some good damage.
That was good damage, and those guys are like still going.
I think when you fight these guys, the battle music changed to
What I like about it though, like the battle theme, is like it doesn't change in here, so it's just like it stays with the actual dungeon.
Yeah.
So that's actually really cool.
Yeah, didn't they No, they didn't pull that in Toronto Castle, did they?
Can't remember.
I kind of get the prehistoric music from Chrono Trigger mixed up with Gal's theme from Final Fantasy VI.
How do you manage that? Gao's theme is like a piano-ish theme.
No,
mean like the
or
Veld?
not the Frontier thing. Yeah, the
You mean the Veld?
Veld,
Yeah.
the Veld. Yeah, that's...
Yeah. Okay, that's why I...
Yeah, that's
Look, I had a
understandable.
Sega Genesis, okay? Cut me some slack.
Okay.
Anyway, what's going on in the chat? Well, Rockalini Ray's blaming Donald Trump for the delay in Life is Strange Episode 5. Styles Rockman unironically does gun fingers. Because he's pretty much the coolest, in his own opinion. Taylor has been baking while listening. And Chronomaniac wants to know what, and then says Anna made some cookies the other day, also cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
Cinnamon rolls.
And this has been everybody's live journal update. We'll catch you next
Mood
weekend.
Jejune. Music Linkin Park in the end.
Oh.
Ah.
Mood listless. I should probably equip those fucking those vests that I have to stop that from happening, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm lazy.
Taylor is making a children's book with a French girl who wears a raincoat and a stupid hat. I mean, she's making Madeleines.
Oh.
Sort of a French butter cake. Okay. Flavored with lemon zest and vanilla extract.
I'm pretty on board with this cake.
Sounds pretty good.
Gotta say, yeah, I'm on board. Open.
No, that one opens when you
Come out the
get
other
drop.
side.
Yeah, you have to
Okay, I see. Yeah.
drop down a hole.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, okay. So much for actually stepping on that switch. Go me.
You yeah, you kind of edge clip past it.
Good job. Come on. Come on.
Did a great job.
Come on. Good. Jesus Christ, stop being slow. Christ.
8B creeping. Gonna get his hands all up in Magus' business.
Oh well.
Oh wow!
I was gonna say
I didn't know cube toss actually was a multi-target spell.
it's a zone.
Didn't know that.
This always weirded me out with RPGs like this, where you got zone-specific spells, but you can't actually position your characters or get them in the optimal position to hit, like enemies in a line or enemies in a cluster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, out of curiosity, how many speed tabs do you have left?
A lot, I think.
Use them.
Let's see. I've got 3 speed tabs, 12 magic tabs, 9 power tabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You I was gonna say you should probably up Grem's speed a bit too.
Probably.
Every time I play a Persona game, I never use the permanent stat boost items.
Until like the end of the game.
At which point it's like, what was that point?
Yeah, until like which point where they're buff enough anyway where it wouldn't make much of a difference.
Yeah.
I have not actually got to the combat in that game yet. I've just been working on the social stuff before the combat.
The 3 hours of intro shit.
Yeah,
and social stuff.
Basically,
Those
that's probably
games
why
are-
I haven't picked it up again yet.
Yeah, Persona 3 and 4 especially are very notorious for having these long, exhaustive introductions.
I would say that like the Persona 2 duology has less of that, but really it also takes a long time to get started, but with a lot less I have to go to kendo practice type thing.
Yeah.
And especially because, it's not that you want to be utterly completionist about it, but you want to be effective in combat, so you need these damn social links.
Yeah.
And you don't want to miss one.
You gain power by being a sociopath and basically manipulating people and telling them what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in real life, just so you confuse like the biggest blackest dick or whatever.
Yes. That's exactly the story of Persona, by the way. Come on. I really should give Grims a couple of those speed tabs while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
So, in an update of John's live journal, Anna made some burgers for a household of 12 people the other day. They must have been a Mormon household, I'm imagining.
Or Catholic.
She makes caramelized onions and a fresh cheese into the burger patties, and we made bacon lattices that we cooked and put on the burgers.
That's
Bacon
not...
lattices, more like bacon quilting.
Ooh.
In addition to more caramelized onions and cheese, they were very tasty. And then he inquires, didn't Grandia 2 develop some of those positional ideas? I'm guessing with combat system.
I'm not sure that
Area
they
effect spells.
developed it. Okay, let's get some hit rings on here.
There were actually a lot of DOS-based strategy RPGs based on like Dungeons and Dragons systems that used a lot of those ideas that they just don't get credit because they weren't as popular as games on the Nintendo 64, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Games like Gateway to the Savage Frontier, Pool of Radiance, Treasures of the Savage Frontier. I'm sure there were others.
Yeah.
Taylor got a new bass guitar on her live journal.
Oh, nice.
What is the bass guitar's mood on live journal?
Yeah, I think
Is it nonchalant?
Feeling a little mid-rangey today.
Feeling a little rhythm guitar, are we?
Yeah. There's a quick 200 tech points. Not terrible, not terrible at all. So, okay, I can't remember where I'm going. Let's see. Oh, this is where I fall.
Falling into the cave of tits.
Cave of tits? Dog.
Tit stalactites, tit stalagmites.
So, wait a minute.
Tit
Tits.
lakes.
Tit spelunking. Tit spelunky, there you go.
I can deal with tit spelunky.
Somebody should stream Spelunky. I'm sure it's never been done.
No, it's probably not, no. There's a tab. There's another power tab. Somebody's loading their cassette player. So...
When you hear this sound, turn the page.
Sounded like you just said prick.
I did.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I called the 7-year-old with the record player and the storybook a prick.
That's not very nice, Boner.
It's like, hey, you prick, turn the page to see what Bilbo did when he went to the spider cave.
Bilbo. What a fucking name, right? Bilbo? Hey, why can't
Now you just made me think of the Ballad of Bilbo
Why
Baggins.
can't I get in
the
there?
Leonard Nimoy song?
Yes, and now I made myself sad because I remembered Leonard Nimoy.
I know, I do that too. I'm just like, Leonard Nimoy is such a great guy. Oh, he's not alive.
He's dead now. Damn it.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
we used boss fight.
Russ, yeah.
It won't let me fight him for some reason.
No.
You have to go. You have to try to sneak past him.
Oh, okay.
Metal Gear Rex,
Oh,
Russ
okay.
Tyranno.
See, I love that. He sniffs you out. And he's like, "You think you're getting past me, bitch?"
I don't think he's really all that more difficult than he was in the beginning, was he?
No, you just have to wait until he stops storing defense.
Hutch says he was old and he had lived a full life. I'm assuming he's talking about Snake, who
Yeah.
had a hard life at
He
the
had
end
a
of
hard
Metal Gear
life.
Solid 4.
He
God,
just,
yes.
Snake's sick. You know, he needs to be alone for a while.
I'm sure at some point there's going to be a Metal Gear game like past Revengeance, which I still haven't played, and Snake's like consciousness is going to live in an AI of the new Patriot supercomputer or whatever, and is going to, I don't know, try to make life
Think
not
so.
miserable for anybody, but then create a dystopia, and you're going to have to play as, I don't know, let's see. You're going to have to play as that little kid that Sonny meets on the airstrip at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4, who's now a super soldier, because why the fuck not?
Sonny has a role in Revengeance.
I'm
Yeah.
sure she does. I still
Revenge
gotta play
is
Revenge. It's like I've got it
awesome.
installed, I just haven't.
Dude, what are you waiting for?
Play it. It's great. Watching it and learning, finding out who made it is what told me the Transformers game coming out on PS4 is going to rock.
Okay, about learning who made it, well, I know it's somewhat associated with a guy who goes on Twitter and says, "You're stupid, blocked."
Yeah.
No, I mean it's done by the same.
Or he didn't have a direct hand in it, but the studio he's famous for.
Yeah. But yeah, same people who made Bayonetta, so
It's like,
it's gonna be crazy over the top and kick ass, pretty much.
it's like we get mad at Phil Fish for being an asshole, but when Kamiya does it, it's funny.
Gonna agree. Going to agree. I think it's a really dumb double standard that occurs with like just certain creators. Just because we quote unquote like what they do, they're allowed to get away with shit that some others aren't. Yeah, this fucking stream got fucking real. You want to argue about it?
I do.
All
I
right.
want to argue about this Russ Tyranno.
He's kind of not really doing much.
Yeah, like the like he does the whole countdown thing, like the other one before the game goes non-linear, I guess.
Yeah.
But by this point, you've kind of got a lock on boss fights like this.
He still hits pretty hard once he hits the end of that countdown.
Yeah, he's probably gonna hit me pretty hard, but I've got a character with 999 health, so I'm not too worried.
Yet.
And I think he's got, what, like 20,000 hit points or something?
About that.
If
Yeah.
anyone would have 99 health, it would be Grimm's.
Yeah.
She's like all 999 Studios.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with 989 Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, see how much damage Bpwner took there? And that's just because she's got such weak magic defense.
Yeah. Other than that, not too worried about this fight, gotta say.
It just takes a long time
Yeah.
as well.
For Rizzle.
Well, the biggest reason it's taking so long is because
Oh.
we don't have any triple decks.
Oh, and there goes Boner.
Oh, tongued in the butt.
Just gonna go for it. Hope for the best.
I love the animation. It's like, yeah, give me that ice.
Gimme it. Gimme it.
Give me
There
that.
you go.
Oh, fuck, that hurt.
Give me that sweet crystal.
Sayara
That
learned
blue
black
stuff, dog.
hole. Sayara learned black hole.
So now every time you use it, Sayara can say, "Get in my hole."
Get in my hole.
Whoa.
That's a very Sayara thing to say, I think. I mean, when
Come
I
up
think,
and get in my hole.
when I think of like all the things I've ever heard Sayara say, like "get in my hole" is probably like the first thing that comes to mind.
Cuts right to the chase.
Yeah.
So is this the point where we decide whether we want a...
And of course, Boner, you want to eat it.
Well, yeah, I slurp that mollusk right out of that whole cellular nautilus.
No, we don't get to decide on the rainbow equipment until Melchior shows up.
Right.
Melchior.
Get some help at the castle. We gotta backtrack all the way fucking out of here. Oh, okay, no, they do a classy fade out as we're running away.
And this is where it ends up being so awesome.
Yeah, this is a really cool, the way they turn this around is really cool.
So how is it not effed up like
Well,
Queen Lean and Marl, like who they confused?
This right here,
Marl
I
with
asked
Queen
for the
Lean,
sake
like,
of party leader, and I love how they can be asking for the sake of the person that just recently was engaged in a bloody war with them.
like
know,
a
it's-
true Politico, they're not involved in world affairs. Raquel says you learn what things are by eating them. That's a very Kirby-esque way of looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Kirby lifestyle, I don't think.
Soon will be Kirby doo-doo.
Alright, so now I think we just go back to 1,000, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. "17 hours. We've only been playing this game 17 hours, and it only took us a year to play these 17 hours." Because I think I started this Let's Play on August 11th of last year, so...
Rhett says Raquel wants to learn about poly. That is rather lewd.
Lewd. Lewd.
Somebody was taking a ludum
Loot
dare.
and loot.
Or ludum dare if you pronounce things weird because you read a bunch of anime manga.
Ludum dare.
Dameda. Rodada.
This is Boner. He actually does speak fluent Japanese, by the way.
I speak anime voice actor gibberish. It's my side gig.
Alright, what do I do to... Like, I've got to
Go up.
I gotta
Go where? Yeah. Go to the trial, the courtroom.
Yeah, I don't know where to
No, you were there. You just go up.
Okay.
Hutch says, God curse, damn it, curse, wheel skeletons, piece of curse. So his full attention is clearly on the stream and not to Dark Souls and the catacombs.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on in this stream. I mean, do you see these wheel skeletons everywhere?
They're all up in your ass.
They're all up in here.
I just can't get over the pronunciation of Marl as Marley. Like,
Yeah.
I know, Sorata, you've said it a couple of times as well. But in watching the 5-hour SDGQ stream, they kept saying Marley, and I'm like, well, I don't see Owen Wilson and a golden retriever anywhere in this fucking game. At least you haven't said Masamune. I'll give you that much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know how to pronounce that one, at least.
Or you haven't said, oh, hell, the Cyber Chocobo.
Oh, God.
The what?
Dumb.
There was a naming incentive for some stupid meme that these speedrunners and the commentators had, like the Cyber Chocobo or some shit. And I think luckily the intelligence of the viewing and donating audience won out in not letting this happen. Kind of like saving the animals versus killing them.
Oh, okay.
Hutch just lost to humanity.
It's weird that they actually, like, you guys can't hear it because you're in the stream with me, but, like, they play the Undersea Palace theme here, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, just for the scene, pretty much.
It's our dumb fault that your dad's on trial, you dits.
Now, what I don't understand is how does she have that memory of, what are you talking about? We don't have any family heirlooms. And she was right there with the party
she was
when
like
we did.
right there when we grabbed it, but I guess she didn't consider it an heirloom.
Or maybe she's just a dumb shit who didn't study her, her family history.
That's, I mean, like, when you consider how ditzy the character kind of seems at points, I mean, that's entirely feasible.
They probably also, maybe they're, I don't know what's the word. They're taking paradoxes into account, like, you know, she changed history, so her memory changed with it.
Yeah.
Except they don't always do that, you might remember.
Yeah.
So by that logic, then Isla has, like, the purest memory because she's at the earliest point in history.
Maybe.
Mind blown. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Judge Wapner in divorce court.
Filmed in front of a live studio audience. Written by Tyler Perry.
Ugh. I gotta tell you, they may be great for budget, but buying those like $15 Logitech headset,
Mm-hmm.
hell on your ears.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because the way they rest on your ears
Oh
after
god.
a while, yeah.
Are they the wraparounds?
Yes.
Because I bought a Logitech headset for $50, and that was like a padded, like normal headphones
Mhm.
headset, but the mic quality was freaking garbage. Even though I used it for like 4 years until I got a snowball.
Yeah.
So I just do a snowball and like some regular ass headphones.
Yeah.
You sound a lot better these days.
I know.
Oh.
And it's just a shame because I remember there were actually some decent wraparound types that
Yeah.
didn't eventually leave your ears aching from where they were, resting on your head.
Well, like the cheapest Bluetooth headphones that I could find at Best Buy are the modals, and they're still $40 fucking, and they are pretty painful.
I think that, like, no matter what, headphones can just end up being painful after you're using them for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, sadly, we can never get those chests on the left.
No.
Not without some sort of like walk through walls code or whatever.
And even then, it's not. There's no guarantee. Even then, there's no guarantee that they're.
Yeah, that they're.
There's no guarantee that they're coded like an actual.
Yeah, I like to have an actual item in them.
Like it's just a tile with that sprite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who's gonna have children with whom?
Uh-oh.
She's gonna have them with Frog.
You mean two ladies can have the babies?
Make us the babies.
I'll make you an offer of babies you can't refuse.
You gotta make babies. You
Yeah,
gotta
bake-
make them with your baby.
Big baby cookies.
You make them with your baby brother.
And he has the Jello pudding.
Ew. Bill Cosby's gross.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can't. He's tainted forever.
Yeah.
A happy stream.
She got a
We're
prism
having
shard.
happy thoughts.
She got a prism shard.
She just sharded when she did that reaction.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Isla. I ship Marl and Isla. Just now, I've come to this decision.
Well, okay, there you go. It's good. That's what we're here for, Boner. This stream is entirely here for you to kind of like realize your OTP potential.
We're here. Yeah, we're here so you can realize all your incestuous fantasies.
What?
They're related, man.
Yeah, they're kind of like generations apart. That's basically what they're implying.
Okay,
with their
but
story.
like enough bajillions of years to like
Yeah, true.
genetically diverse enough to not really be that related. I mean, if you want to get right down to it, we're all related to the same single cell organisms that first emerged from the primordial soup.
Soup. I like soup.
I like
Soup is good.
like spicy soup. Leads to spicy poops.
Spicy soup, spicy poops.
Chrono Maniac says after 65 million years it's probably okay. Yeah, dog. Not.
He knows
that
what he's talking
good.
about.
So
Ain't no
I
shame on this freak train.
seriously didn't realize there was that whole thread of Isla and Marl being like in the same bloodline.
They don't really specifically say it, but you're supposed to kind of imply that from
if
how.
you buy the Nintendo strategy guide,
They,
it's a
no,
bunch
they
of
did
fanfic.
actually say it right in
Wiki.
right at the ending.
Which ending?
Your basic ending where they went and they grabbed all the elders from each of the time periods to let the king in 10,000 and 1,000 know just what they've been doing this whole time. And what was it? Isla basically says something about no, it wasn't Isla, it was Kino saying that don't worry, Isla plenty strong, indicating that they were going to get it on and have kids and everything. And Marl, of course, just like, huh? What do you mean?
Merle's like,
Huh?
Yeah, just completely whoosh.
What do you mean? You mean like trucks?
Maybe she thought they were gonna get her done.
Oh, yeah. I think that if Larry the Cable Guy existed in Chrono Trigger times, I would never want to play this game ever again.
Yeah. Yeah,
If there
I live
was
in
a-
Texas, and I hate that saying.
This is
If
a
there
really
was-
cool scene. This scene is so good. It's like they have two great scenes in this one little room in the game,
Mhm.
and then
They,
this
they
is
went
the
all
second
out
one.
with like these assets, and they had to use them again.
Yeah, this is so good.
This is the opera scene, right?
Yeah, you nailed it.
And what the other thing I love about these assets and all, these scenes is if you don't do any of the side quests, what little details show up in your ending are changed.
Yeah.
So it's cool that you really do get a sense of you made a difference in your world.
Yeah, I remember Star Ocean 2 said it was like, we've got 692 endings, and it's just because, like, each little thing in the story can influence, like, one little line of dialogue in the ending.
Kind of like the Mass Effect series.
Never mention that again, please. My biggest problem with Mass Effect, isn't it basically just completely ripping off every other sci-fi thing out there?
I don't think it's really ripping it off. It really feels like an honest homage.
Okay, because I did watch a Let's Play of it once, and as they were playing through it, they were, good-naturedly like, hey, wait, wasn't that on Battlestar Galactica? Or, hey, I heard about that on Babylon 5. Even mentioning like some obscure books that shit, it's been so long since I watched it, I don't even remember them by now.
I think Mass Effect plays like kind of snide with like, oh, this race is warlike, except when they're not. Like the Turians are supposed to be the Klingons or whatever, and or like the Asari are supposed to be like the Minbari from Babylon 5, except when they're like not like super religious and then they're just like sleeping around with whatever. But it's just kind of like paying lip service to these tropes while still like, yeah, we're setting up these races to be this thing, like follow this this template that every sci-fi thing that's come before us has already established.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like, yeah, we've got this framework, but we're just gonna like go our own way with it.
I mean, like, other than the ending, which I guess you could argue is a little unsatisfying, I think Mass Effect is pretty rad overall.
Well, I didn't play 3, so I finished 2, and I started the second character on 2 and then didn't finish it.
I guess they're not really my cup of tea then.
Ooh, ah!
Did you hear that they are back together? Disturbed, they're like doing music again.
The last thing I remember like being in the news is like the lead singer was since he's Jewish and he was like he aligned himself with Gamergate and was calling out any like Gamergate opponents as being anti-Semite.
Yeah, which is just a
great leap of
connection to
logic
make.
there.
Yeah, that's just like what? It's like I get it. He's really involved in the whole Israeli thing and all of that, but to like somehow make that about
To conflate that
with Gamergate,
SJWs.
it's just like what? Okay, he's gonna cast big needle spin attack that doesn't hurt that much. Okay, never mind. You big pussy. You big pussy.
Kind of like Needleman from Mega Man 3, also a big pussy.
Big pussy.
2 pussies.
Big old pussy. You big old pussy.
So if he's a big old,
13.
so if he's a big old pussy, does that mean that he's getting fucked every time that you do the cube toss attack?
Probably. I mean, if you look at how that attack's landing.
He's like Red 13. His actual name is Nanaki. Nanako. Big bro.
Amazing Nurse Nanako. God, I wish I'd never seen that show.
Oh God.
I seriously wish I'd never seen that show.
I'm glad I
That's
can
not-
feign ignorance in this one instance. Yes.
That's not the porno though, right?
No, but it's close enough because
Night
of the...
shift nurses.
No, that's the porno one.
Okay.
No, Nanako. Ugh, it's so obviously just there for fan service.
Is this a robot nurse? This somehow has big floppy breasts.
I don't think she's a robot. I think he just keeps reincarnating her somehow, keeps cloning her because he's trying to find a way to cure the disease that killed the original one. Because every time he clones her, she's born with the disease.
Yeah.
It's still dumb though. Because some of the crap he puts her through, it's allegedly for science, but you're looking at it's like, no, he just wants an excuse to see her tits bounce.
Gross.
So in the chat, Taylor says, curse disturbed. Rhett says, especially when 4chan GG uses a metric shit ton of anti-Semitic imagery. Rhett also says he likes the audience of people watching in the bottom corners.
Yeah, they're kind of like just looking back at one another like, ooh? Ooh?
Yeah, they look like an audience in a Street Fighter game, except they're not like randomly fist pumping and stuff.
Yeah.
Like in a loop.
And we have this sweet little scene, which is just adorable.
Dank scenes, bruh.
Dark scene, son. Yeah, I like these guys up here, the top left, the ones that like they look back and forth at one another with their mouths wide open, like ooh, ooh. When the trial's actually going on. I don't know why I pointed at my monitor when I was calling attention to them as well, which was really smart.
Instead of moving your mouse cursor.
Taylor says also these weird cupcake things are delicious.
Well, if you're not sharing with the rest of us,
I hope you brought enough for the class.
exactly. Oh.
And I don't know if you noticed, but somehow that sprite messed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
The layering was not right.
The sprites
Yeah, sure.
do weird things in these games, like the first time you go to 1999 when Luca crawls up the chute to grab Robo.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the climb animation, but she's just like kind of crappily sliding up.
Yeah. Well, there really was only so much they could do with animations sometimes.
Yeah.
Although they did still do some amazing stuff with it. I mean, just the expressions of the characters half the time.
Alright.
Taylor says we have 8 minutes before she kills off all those cupcakes, so if we could get our asses to Las Vegas in that amount of time.
Can do. I've got time traveling Tupac right outside.
Well, I've got a Green Lantern ring sitting up on top of my desk. I just need to find a way to charge it, and I'll be there.
Hey, oh no, I need to get the Yakra key.
Well, Tupac was a West Coast rapper, so by proxy, Las Vegas wasn't that far in relation to the East Coast.
Good point. See, we're well on our way to solving this little cupcake conundrum.
Or is there was a Captain America comic sponsored by Hostess Cupcakes where he was on a cupcake caper.
Ooh. I could go for a conundrum or a caper right now, so long as they involve cupcake.
Are you actually not making this up?
Well,
The Captain America comic?
well, comics like back in the day, they did do like, so they're like Hostess fruit pies. In the Dexter's Lab where the Justice Friends beat the Math Magician
Yeah.
with the Justice Fruit Pies, that wasn't like, they didn't pull that out of their ass. They were really making a reference to actual ads in comics.
Well, I remember I have some of those
I'm
still
gonna
somewhere.
have the John special.
Oh, damn.
John special. Comes
Is that where
complete- It comes complete with no butt problems.
Is that where you ask him to do something and then he gets distracted by an awful video game and
Yes.
goes and plays that for 72 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, you said comic. See, I thought you meant like an actual full 20+ page.
Like there
comic.
was a series based on cupcakes.
That would
Yeah.
be great. I
Like
would
a whole
actually
run.
read that. I would read that on the real. Okay, where am I going to get my rainbow shit?
They did make a Marvel character based on combos, like the little pretzel stuff with
Yeah.
cheese snacks. It was called Combo Man, and he was just like layers,
Of
like
different superheroes.
horizontal layers of different superheroes, like the Punisher, Spider-Man, Magneto.
Cyclops,
Yeah.
the Hulk.
Bob Chipman did a whole video on him. It was pretty horrifying to behold the design of this character.
Yeah. There was actually a Captain America and Red Skull hostess one with the Twinkie. He gave a hostess Twinkie to a cosmic cube.
So did it remake the universe and like Sponge Cake and
No, the Red Skull gave it a command to pulverize Captain America, and it wasn't obeying him because it was too busy enjoying the Twinkie.
well, you know, if you give me a Twinkie, then like I'll be too busy to do anything you tell me to.
Well, yeah, except you actually have a mouth and can enjoy the taste.
Well, a cosmic cube like becomes the essence of the Twinkie, doesn't it? Kind of like Kirby. Like if Kirby ate a Twinkie, I'm sure
For one, it would be the cutest thing ever.
Yes.
Hutch says straight out of Cupcake, crazy curse named icing from the gang called Muffins with Attitude.
I think he's really stretching for that one, gotta say.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
And especially considering that now Ice Cube is in such features as XXX State of the Union and Are We There Yet? And I'm sure like multiple DreamWorks animated pictures.
He's hard as fuck now.
I know, right?
Featuring I can make 3 less effective prism helms. I think I want the helms, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on how much you want to keep Marl in your party.
Yeah, because you can still get 3 rainbow dresses from the second to last boss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do steel on her, can't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can get 3 helms from the other hand. That's how I did it my first playthrough.
I probably won't be going that all out because it's not really needed.
Yeah.
Now we got prism specs, which are just amazing as it relates to like upping your damage.
Or like Prism's pecs.
Oh, maybe you're right there.
Some He-Man chesticles there.
And the rainbow sword.
And put those both on Chrono and
Yep.
watch the enemies just go kaboom.
70% critical hit rate. That's so stupid.
They upped it with the Dream Seeker sword
Yeah.
in the DS. Yeah, it's like 90% hit rate. So you play that and you put that combo together. You can basically solo the game as Chrono.
Yeah. So we are almost finished. We've got one very, I guess it's kind of short quest to go.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw Mr. John in. He has not had any play during this little playthrough today.
Hi!
And we'll throw Hutch in as well. Should probably get them properly acquitted. Acquitted, yeah. Let's get them acquitted.
The glove does not fit.
It's their turn on the stand. John had his turn.
How many trials does this game have? Is this Phoenix right?
I think we're good. I don't remember this fight being too difficult. I know that there's kind of like a trick to it, to where if you go in without a water-based character, you're boned, because you basically can't damage him at all.
Yeah, In fact, just about most of the enemies in this entire dungeon are like that.
Yeah, you've got to have water or ice, or you can't get much of them at all. So here we are, the final side quest of the night. You guys ready to be done with this shit?
Let's do it to it.
Alright. We just go into this big, really weird hole thing.
I'm gonna, like, you know, have some foreplay first.
Yeah.
Little candles, feather,
Doesn't it work better? Doesn't it?
lubrication.
Oh, you already talked to Fiona, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the quest wouldn't have started if I hadn't.
Yeah, that's right. Plus, you have to the whole tree in the past thing.
Yeah, yeah. I did that on the last stream because people were yelling at me that I hadn't done it yet. and that was, they were like, oh, you're not going to be able to do that quest now. I was like, yes, I am. Calm down, you dingus. I got this. Don't worry.
It can be done. We just don't have to do it right now.
Exactly.
If I recall, too, isn't it like the very first of the side quests you can do because of it?
Yeah.
It's just a little inconvenient because without the epic.
Yeah.
Fuck that Caterpie up.
That shit. Hexapod. Look at that crazy ass critical damage all over the place now.
Why is it called a hexapod when it clearly has 8 legs? Or, I guess,
Because you
10.
because you touch yourself at night.
Well, let's not bring that up into everybody's business.
Dude, everybody knows everything about you by now. We all know you touch yourself at night. It's okay. Everybody does, Boner. Don't worry. It's not a big thing. It's not something you should be ashamed of.
And if they say they don't, then either they really don't or they're just a big freaking
Liar,
liar.
liar, pants on fire. Somebody's playing a tambourine now.
Somebody's got as Chuck Berry would have said, a ding-a-ling-a-ling.
A ding-a-ling-a-ling.
2 silver bells on a string.
This place just does not let up with the random encounters either. It's just like, come on. It's like the game knows, like, we're at the end. My friend, this is the end. But it's just like, no, I'm not letting go yet.
We're not done yet. You must fight us all.
Rhett thought that was his cat. He has a jingle, too.
A jingle jangle kitty
He-
kitty.
Whenever he walks in a door, he has the live studio audience applauds Rhett's cat.
That's a mean attack. That's not very nice at all.
It doesn't look very comfortable.
He just keeps going, too. I like how it's like, you know, usually an attack like that would stop after 1 or 2, but no, he's just like, fuck it. 8 or 9, bitch. Gonna give me like 78 other fights before I grab this chest? There's another one. I wonder what ultimate damage will do to all of them. I wonder if that'll be enough.
And now we find out.
Watch it heal them. Okay.
It doesn't freak anybody out that Chrono randomly floats in the air when he does these spells, even though no other character seems to do so. Like, even Magus, like, even if he hops up on a surface that looks like, spatially, how would this work? He just kind of like stands there and does his pointy thing.
Yeah.
But Chrono does like the whole Jesus, like, I have risen!
Well, Chrono's, I think, supposed to be Jesus in this game. I think
Probably.
that's...
Pretty much. After all, he died for their sins.
There you go. See? Chrono's Jesus.
He's Optimus Prime. I died for your sins.
And now we just basically avoid this guy and pick up treasures.
Chronobots, transform and roll out.
And as a fun little trick, every time you're on the sand when he does that little move, he takes away some hit points.
Oh, does he? Well, I'll
Yep.
be dicks on parade. He does.
I
Dicks on
noticed it
parade.
because after the very first time I came down into that area, I had I'd restored all my hit points because I knew a boss fight was coming,
Yeah.
and then I looked after just a couple and I'm like, holy shit, he's doing ground damage to me.
I never knew that. Yeah.
You must
I
blog
just-
without rhythm, or you won't attract the worm.
There you go. Oh, I almost got the last one. I don't remember. I think it's like you want to take out the top half of this guy first because it's a pain in the dick.
Middle.
No, if you take out the core, the guy gets way meaner.
Oh, so he's got a
You
crappy
actually-
version of the Son of
The
Sun.
core will die pretty quick anyway, especially
Yeah.
with that energy absorb. What you really want to do is take out the bottom half because the bottom half does the life sucking on you.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not talking like, just 100. It'll take about almost 300 hit points at a time.
Yeah. Do I have to keep reapplying water, or is that an effect that... just, like-
Yes,
yeah,
you
I
do.
thought so. Arc Impulse. I want to know if it'll work.
No,
It won't.
it counts as a water attack.
Oh. Boo.
Spire, on the other hand,
We'll try that.
yeah, see what I mean for the core though? It
Yeah, it takes damage consistently throughout the fight.
yes,
because-
it goes eventually anyway.
Yeah. What the... Well, good. Spire does nothing.
Huh. Oh, did you hit it in between?
Yeah, I had hit it prior to that.
That's why, because you didn't reapply the. It's like it. Every time it gets hit, it puts the shield back up.
Well, that's a bunch of poop on a barf stick.
Yeah, there's a reason this fight is the least enjoyed out of all of them.
Yeah.
Way too much gimmick. Actually, the timing on this was pretty good too because the DS Let's Play
Mm-hmm.
thread just finished up like last week or so.
Oh, well, there you go.
So I've still got a lot of it fresh in my head.
Alright, now the bottom's gone. Okay, now we want to...
I have nothing fresh in my head because I didn't watch the 5-hour SDGQ scream. Even though like I didn't watch it anyway because I had to go to work in the morning, but I also didn't watch the archive because it has 5 hours to do that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Even though, 5 hours is world record pace, and for some games it's, much longer. I don't know if there's a world record for any post, PlayStation 2 Persona game. I'm sure it's, 70, 80 hours.
I know a guy that runs Xenogears, and, world record for that is, 15 hours. It's so stupid! It's why would you do that? Who can dedicate 15 hours at a time?
I thought I saw somebody post on Twitter today, there's some Digimon game that's, world record pace is 30 hours.
Jesus
Jeez.
Christ.
At this rate, you might end up with just the core left.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Oh, and look at that. It turns out it's just one of those little fly club things after all.
Yeah, you can do enough damage, but it'll run away and take 100 tech points with it.
Like a bitch.
Like a bitch. All right, there we go.
Last treasure chest. Eh, it was just a full ether anyway. Oh, and watch out for a tab on your way out.
Where would it be?
On your left, I believe. Just as you're going up.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Down. You went past it. It's in the middle.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh,
That is a dick move tab that
Yeah.
it only triggers after the Ret Knight is dead.
Alright, so now we're gonna save. And see what the straw poll told us to... No, I didn't do a straw poll for that.
speaking of Retinite, Rhett says someone is speedrunning Isaac Rebirth right now. His last run is 38 hours.
I think that they're doing, like, full-on, like, pure platinum god.
Remind me again, is it even possible to completely finish that game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done it multiple times.
So now we have, we're talking to Shrek's wife, and she wants to see her wish of restoring the swamp come true.
Okay, and we tell Fatka that he can stay behind, and this is really cute. You see him up here. He's taking care of it for her, and that's so adorable.
All right,
Keep going-
plowy,
yeah.
plowy. Like a
Keep going in and out, too.
Come back.
Every time you come in and out, he's doing a different
Yeah,
animation.
he's doing
Welcome back. Now I'm hoeing the field, sowing the seeds.
Sowing the seeds of love, the seeds of love,
Now he's throwing seeds everywhere.
sowing seeds. He's even got a bandana on,
Yeah.
which, why would a robot sweat? That's
And now he's-
And now he's a
And
scarecrow.
now he's a scarecrow.
Get out of here, crows, like a bitch.
Like a bear. And there you go.
Yeah. There's just so much love put into this game.
There really is. There's a lot of really cute details like that that you can find if you're really observant. And it's really cool to catch those things like your next time around. Like, it's really what makes New Game Plus shine is because you start noticing things like that. So
Oh,
now
yeah.
we've got, instead of Fiona's hut, we've got Fiona's shrine.
And a ton of trees where there previously were none.
The remains of the lofty Fatka are enshrined in the inner sanctum.
where there were none, and now there are nuns.
Boom!
Nun, 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 nun.
Nun.
Fatka!
Whoa. What are you selling? Whoa! That's a lot of cool stuff.
For a lot of money. Which is where some of
It
the...
goes to Jesus.
I gave Jesus 80,000 G. What up,
That's a lot of
Fatka?
G.
So I'm gonna steal your holy object
I'm
now.
gonna steal this
KK,
thing.
bye bye.
Later. It's all mines now. Did nobody think to just like press the on button? Is that why he wasn't activated? Did nobody just think to press the on button?
Yep.
He sat there in the sun. He clearly sucked up the solar power. So, in recap of the chat, John said one of the best scenes is coming up. Rhett says, if you do it right. And Anna says, Rhett is awful. The contact says, Rhett says the scene is better if you let X get hurt. And then
What?
Taylor says, what the
Fatka, like a bitch.
Like a bitch.
And what I like about this scene is it's one of the only times in the game where the whole party is together so they can sit down and really take stock of what the hell's been going on all this time.
And then John's just asleep.
Yeah, he's just like, are we fighting something? Are we eating something? Okay,
Whatever.
fine. Peace out. It's he's like, oh, it's thinky time.
Later. and Sayara's still over there kind of pissed off about how we couldn't just get a Shala clone.
He's pissed at Beckler because Beckler said no.
I don't see any Shala triggers in this game.
Ooh.
Beckler said, no real doll of your sister for you.
No shallow waifu pillow.
Man, I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here at all. Huh.
Oh, you don't really?
I mean, I've only played this game like 73 times over the last 20 years. I don't know. I can't remember though. It's kind of.
You're gonna go into a time portal.
Am I?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do that for? Huh. Like, what would this game about time travel have to do with time portals?
You're supposed to fuck them.
You're supposed to fuck time portals?
Yes, that's the whole idea. You're entering time portals.
Fuck them.
Oh, is this the part with the feels?
Maybe.
Yes.
No, this is the part where I just go lay back down because nothing's supposed to happen.
That seems like a good plan.
Yeah.
Maybe play a Saga game or two.
Yeah, I think that's probably it's probably what I should be doing anyway. Just throw on Romancing Saga and see what happens. Okay, I think I know what I'm supposed to do here. I don't know.
Science is for bitches.
Taylor was friends with a time travel themed punk band once. They had a song about Chrono Trigger.
That sounds like the dorkiest thing imaginable.
I want to say I've heard a punk band have a song about Back to the Future once.
Yeah. Uh-oh, what am I supposed to do? Guys, what am I supposed to do?
Banish all skirts. You got to go back in time and make sure
okay.
the skirt was not invented, so she couldn't get her stuck in the conveyor belt.
And so
That's logical.
a certain bodily fluid would never end up on the skirt from a president.
Whoa.
What are you doing to my stream?
Making a God, I don't remember her name anymore.
That's
Lewinsky
a weird way of spelling mommy.
Mommy?
But it looks like a more
Mommy.
fun way. I think spelling things with IE instead of Y makes them seem more fun though.
Like Dookie.
Dookie Howser. Where's the switch?
Taylor says her punk band friend band also had a Back to the Future song called You Make My Heart Go 88 Miles Per Hour.
Thank goodness, Momi. Guys, I think I accidentally did it. I don't know what I did.
You ended cancer forever.
There'll be no more accidents around here because
more accidents ever
OSHA
again.
came in and audited our facility and shut us down.
Like how fat, cause like wait, and he's like, "You did a thing, didn't you?"
I have
You did
feelings
it.
now. I'm a robot.
Didn't do nothing with no time gate. That's for sure. And now I'm going to do the equivalent of mooning you.
Look at my guts.
Look at the guts. I told you I was human now. Why won't you accept me?
Yeah, put that thing away. Nobody wants to see that.
And the green dream allows you to auto-resurrect once during a battle, which is pretty handy.
Yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is every single freaking final side quest in Chrono Trigger. We have completed them all here tonight.
Bada bing,
Ooh.
bada boom.
Woo! We had a few snags along the way, I guess. Me not remembering certain things or remembering where exactly I needed to go, but thankfully I had some people with me that knew what they were doing, especially Boner. He knows everything about this game.
Yes, dude. Go in time to fight the demons.
And mate with your ancestors.
Yeah, that too. Why not ship the people who were millions of years maybe removed related in the past?
And as we reiterated in the last episode, this is a mistranslation.
Yes, that was a screw up. It was, as it turns out, also was like a flag that was
Yeah.
supposed to be, once you've done everything, that's never supposed to be said again.
Yeah, and it never got flipped appropriately. So that is every single side quest that we're gonna do that we have available to do, that we can do. The next time.
Does this mean we get to go in the Rappy time bucket?
Yes. No, we're actually going to the Black Omen the next time we meet.
The biggest, blackest omen.
I
was saving that the whole stream and almost forgot to say it. So go me.
When next we meet, we will be finishing Chrono Trigger. That will be the end. We will be entering the Black Omen to take on Lavos as directly as any motherfucker can. So, Boner and SorataYuy, I want to thank you two for coming to hang out, spending the last 3.5 hours with us yammer-yawing over this game.
Hey, thanks for having me. It was fun.
And thank you everybody out there for coming and spending 3.5 hours of your Saturday evening when you you were all already mostly doing something better, like playing Dark Souls or Castlevania.
Watching True Lies.
Or watching True Lies.
Smoking
But yeah,
Pink Souls.
but regardless, thanks for stopping by anyway. We'll probably be wrapping this up next week. If not next week, then the week after that. Just depends on what work week's looking like and all of that. So, from all of us out here to all of you out there, we will catch you next time. Later.
Toots, yeah.
Good night, Internet.